Okay, we're live with another Cartridge Club Hangout. How's it going, Cody?
Good.
You're
How
in,
about
I
you?
still haven't perfected any kind of intro. Anyway, how's your week been?
No, it's been all right. Had a test yesterday for my EMT I'm taking and did pretty good on it. Well, it's like a pre-test. The final test isn't till in February, but
Hmm.
we're on a break now till January, so it'll come pretty quick once I get back.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't been up to a whole heck of a lot. Play more Warframe and such.
Yeah, I've just been started grinding on Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest 11 again.
Oh, nice.
Man, that's like I think we're at like 200 hours now. I can't even really say how far we even are into it. Like I know it's getting near end game, but it seems like there's just more and more.
Hmm. Sounds
So
like you're doing a lot of the side stuff because I think like the average for the main campaign is like 80 hours or 100 hours, like
yeah.
within that range.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing probably 80, probably 80, 100 like you're saying. But it's it's been a hell of a grind and like it's trying to get everything, first
Hmm.
run, platinum it first run if it's possible. It looks like it is.
Yeah,
So
that'll rack up the hours for sure.
cool
Nice.
game though. I really like the cutscenes. I mean, there's so many
Hmm.
cutscenes in that game. I mean, it's so great. I think that I'm amazed that didn't get an award this year. It got nominated for one, I think, but
Yeah,
for
RPG, and
anything.
it lost to Monster Hunter.
Yeah, and it's like it's a
Travesty.
true in-depth RPG, with deep story,
Yeah.
good cinematics, great music. I mean, it's just great. That game's like definitely I think went under the radar big time.
I mean, there are people that have problems with the music, specifically because it's MIDI and not orchestral, like Dragon Quest VIII got in the North American release. It was never orchestral in any Japanese release, but
Huh. I don't know. I think it's good. I like
yeah,
it. It's
yeah, I
really
didn't have
good.
any problems with music. Anyway, hey Yoshi,
Am I
get the headphones
inaudible?
going.
Okay,
You're
now I'm
audible,
audible.
but so are we through your end.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll get that fixed up.
Yep.
Woo! I'll mess with this in a minute.
Yoshi is a pimp. Yoshi is a pimp.
Yeah, we start talking RPGs and he shows up.
I don't know. I just played Wonder Boy 3 Dragon's Trap 2. Like I
So,
think I mentioned it last week, but it's still stuck in my mind because I mean that's an RPG in its own way too.
Yeah.
so is anybody interested in some Christmas consoles?
What do you got?
RGB modded AP Famicom?
$250?
That's way too low.
Pause for a
Unmodded.
second. Yeah, pause for a second. Hey, Oz.
Hey guys,
Unmodded, these sell for $100. The kits cost me about $100 in parts.
I
No,
know.
I am only making $50 on this.
I just
Besides, it comes with a custom RGB SCART cable, which is shielded, a modified NES to Famicom converter that allows you to play stuff like Castlevania 3, which normally doesn't work with these. I had to add extra parts that they didn't put on it, which I don't understand why. It's like a resistor and some wires and a power supply. But yeah, I'm popping that up on eBay for $450 at the moment.
Nice.
I'm also going to be putting up two N64s for like $400 each.
Yeah. Cool as those are, this is probably the wrong crowd to try and pitch that to.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, we were just talking Dragon Quest XI a bit.
I'm still mad that the Switch version isn't out yet.
Yeah,
Have
that's
they
kind of
updated us on the Switch version.
Hmm?
Have they updated when the Switch version is coming out?
I have no idea. I want to say summer, but that is just off the top of my head. I have no idea if that's an official thing I read or that's just my guess.
Those jerks.
As soon as they can probably get it out is when it'll come out. Just because it did well enough, and it'll do even better on Switch. I am mildly annoyed that the 3DS version got shafted, because that was kind of a unique version that we didn't end up getting.
There we go. Got all the stuff listed. Let's just... Oh, by the way, $450 with free shipping. Because if I'm asking you for $450...
There better be free shipping.
I mean, if you want it for just $350, I can send it to you with free shipping for just $350, but it's not going to come with anything else.
Yeah. Any things that rhyme with shipping, I'm going to stop your shilling for a second and ask how he's doing.
Doing all right. Just looking forward to getting through tomorrow. I'm on vacation after that.
Nice.
So having some free time up ahead to play my new Master System games that I got in.
Nice.
I'll have to show them off later.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything cool for pickups.
Neither do I. I have a whole bunch of digital crap I can list off, but no one will care.
Unless you guys like AM radios that only pick up the local sports station.
How about no?
No. Definitely not.
It's also very noisy. It got me an A in my class, though.
That's good.
But it will not get you an A here.
No.
No.
Oh,
It'll probably get me an F. As in, nobody gives a shit about AM radios around here. Just this guy.
Yeah, depending on how long you go on about him this week, it might result in an M or an E, as in mute or eject.
Ouch.
I'm
Just
kidding,
let me know where you stand.
but I'm only mostly kidding, so keep the FM radio talk to a minimum.
Oh.
The random digital thing I can talk about mildly is I did get that Castlevania Requiem collection on PS4. That went on sale for 50% off.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
Did it really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I'm
50%
gonna
off,
get
so
that.
it's like $10
Yeah.
US. It was $13.50 Canadian.
This PSN update?
Yeah, like today.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of consoles, has anybody seen the shady console of the month?
Oh, please don't tell me what it is. I've heard enough about it.
Okay,
Soldier Boy console.
pretty much. I'm not going to go into details, but I hope he gets sued.
Oh, okay, yes, definitely. I'm
Yeah.
tired of hearing about it. It's just like, why are you guys giving this guy this press? I've heard
I'm not
one
giving him press.
review.
I'm saying he needs fucking sued.
Oh, I agree. I don't know how he hasn't been.
Oh, he will be. Hopefully for more than
will
the couple that was running the ROM sites. Nintendo got like
He's not
12
going to be
million.
living that down for a long time. Long time.
I doubt Nintendo's getting 12 million from those people.
Oh.
It'll be like the McDonald's coffee thing. They ended up getting $100,000 or something.
Well, the point was to make a.
Oh, I
point.
know. You play with our stuff, you're going to get sued if you aren't doing it properly.
Let's be honest, it didn't really stop anything. I can still go find all those ROMs now.
Yep.
It's slightly harder.
Yeah, you got to go to like torrent sites, and there's a couple old archive sites that you can download the whole thing as like zip files and stuff like that.
Yeah. But like stuff
you
like
can't find single games anymore.
Yeah, but stuff like Evening Paradise was like, it was good because it was like a reliable source. You knew you weren't going to get like malware and crap from them.
Yeah, which
And
makes
those
me
are the ones
sad.
that shut down.
Well, I also used to get a bunch of Sega CD games off of there
Mm.
because I am not paying what people want for Sega CD games. I'm sorry, I am not paying you $200 for a disc that may or may not die in a few years without a case. Now, if it has the case, okay, let's be honest. When it comes to old video games, CD-based video games for like the Sega CD, Turbo CD, etc., the case is worth more than the game. Because you can burn CDs for those consoles, so if you're collecting loose disc, why?
Yeah, Cody, why?
Because you want the authentic thing.
You know what though? I've actually reneged on that, and I've started going back and backtracking on those single discs.
Yeah.
And like even today, I'll have one that is a repurchase, and I'll just sell that authentic disc.
Yeah,
down the road.
Make more money off of it.
Dude, I paid like maybe $1 for it.
Okay,
so
you could probably make $20-$30 at least.
No, I'm
Even
gonna
if
keep
it's,
the case one. I got the case. You know, and the thing is, I have a ton of those files somewhere on a drive to make Sega CD games and Saturn games, but
it's not hard.
Honestly, yeah, I mean, I've done it. You know, I got one sitting right here for KO, and
Although, Saturn
I
games are a bit harder because you got to have a modified Saturn. Oh well.
Until the satiator comes out.
No. You just got to have the Kai Lite on your Action Replay,
or that.
Because I've made
easy way.
I made the English translation Shining Force. I made the English translation Psychonauts, and I got another.
I'd rather just buy a mod chipboard and stick it in. It's like one wire to solder, if that.
Panzer Dragoon Saga, I made that, but they don't seem to run as well as the regular discs, though. You know, they don't for some reason. They're because they'll read, and sometimes they might back off the read that they're doing.
Well, what kind of
right? It won't read it, and it'll reboot.
What kind of CDs are you using? Or your CDRs?
Probably, I think, like,
because if you're using cheapo Walmart disc, those generally do not burn very well.
Verbatim.
Yeah, those are crap.
I was looking at some Taiyo Yuden ones, some JVC. I thought about buying that.
Those are basically what you want if you're burning disc, because it will help prevent the deterioration of your laser.
Yeah.
Because basically the original discs were pressed, so it's a better quality disc generally than the burnt disc. The burnt disc can screw with the laser. Let's put it this way. I had to retune my Sega CD because I played too many burnt discs on it that were cheap.
Huh.
Yeah.
You don't want to retune lasers.
Yeah, now I'm really glad I got a 10-pack of those verbatim discs.
Those are good for music CDs.
Yeah. Not so much when you're trying to burn a copy of Soul Reaver for Dreamcast and you waste 4 of them and none of them work.
Burning games for Dreamcast is kind of difficult.
You don't say, especially for Mac when there's no like proprietary software for it.
Oh, I forgot. You're one of those Apple people.
Yeah.
I made the Toe Jam and Earl disc demo.
I will forever crap on Apple people.
Yes.
Oh, crap.
The Dreamcast.
It's a unique take, I'll give you that.
I like how eBay's like, would you like to promote your listing? No, I don't want to promote my listing. I'm not giving you any more money.
Oh, but you are, because when you sell it, they take more.
I know, they're going to take $45 freaking from me.
You know, speaking of Toe Jam and Earl, I was on their Twitch tonight. They're showing the new game off again. They do it every Tuesday and Friday, and I won a drawing, so I get like this special sticker pack from them. Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. The devs, they were saying something too, like they were saying something else, like, oh, did you message them about this other thing too? Like they were going to send me something else. Like, I don't know, they made me a mod in their channel, so I tried to get in there and hang out.
Sorry, I'm trying to eBay stuff while we talk.
I've never understood the sticker inclusion, like that people still do that. It's just like, Here's the thing that you never want to actually use for its initial purpose, because it's a collector thing.
Yep.
They can be cool. It's just like they are stickers forever destined never to be sticked on anything.
Yeah.
Hey, on the other hand, you have those people that sticker the crap out of everything, like, and then you have to sit there and pull them all off.
Yeah.
Say, until your 5-year-old gets a hold of them or something.
Yeah.
Well, even the old games, dude, even old video games, some of them will have a sticker bundled in, like it'll say Atari on it or.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
people stick it on their console.
Yeah, and it's like, it just never, like I have some games where they just got stickers in them that have never been used,
Come here, 99% alcohol.
You need some?
What, 99% alcohol?
Yeah. Sorry, I got some right here.
I buy it by the case. But then again, I also dump it in a giant Tupperware container, because when I'm washing motherboards, yes, I said washing, I usually put them in my ultrasonic cleaner now. But when I take them out, I rinse them with distilled water a few times, and then I dunk them in a bath of 99% rubbing alcohol, which will displace all the water. Of course, eventually the rubbing alcohol gets diluted as crap, and then you use it for other stuff.
Dude, did you hear about the what is it? The WD-40 electronic board cleaner stuff?
I'm gonna take that as a no.
Yeah, like I don't know. I seen it on a guy's YouTube recently. He was like washing electronics with it.
I have that electrical contact cleaner, WD-40
Yeah.
spray. Yep.
Yeah.
You shouldn't use that to wash PCBs though. You should mainly only use that to wash like contacts. It's contact cleaner.
Like he shows like in his video spraying like an entire like cartridge that's just all dingy. And I mean it cleaned it right up, and I was like, damn, I want to get some. So I went out to Walmart and tried to find it, and
Amazon is your friend. Let me put it this way. When it comes to most of this stuff, Amazon is your friend.
because one thing I've yet to do that I really need to do is go through and clean a lot of this shit that I just pick it up and I haven't cleaned it. I might wash it down on the outside if it looks grimy or something, but I don't clean up the contacts or anything.
Well, let me put it this way. That contact cleaner is not made for PCB contacts. It's to like spray into like potentiometers, so like variable resistors, wafer switches, like the stuff that's on your like knobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, because I got a bunch of old electronics, and when I go to refurbish some of those, which I would plan on doing once I can clear out all these consoles and make money off of it, because I'm trying to get out of consoles because there's more money to be made elsewhere, believe it or not.
And things that you don't have to charge like $400 or $500 for on eBay.
Yes, because I can charge $400 or $500 for them elsewhere.
Yeah.
If I really wanted to torture myself, I could get into like motherboard level computer repair. But I'd rather not torture myself with people bringing me dead MacBook. Dead MacBooks are not fun. Sometimes you get lucky and it's obvious. Because you know how people will be like spill something on their computer, on their laptop, and then just be like, oh, it was only just a drop. Yeah, guess how much one tiny little drop of Coca-Cola will do to your MacBook?
A lot.
Dead.
And none of it good.
Your
Dude,
MacBook will be dead.
There was this guy on stream, he's Moonbeam Arcade, and he spilt a Dr. Pepper all over his Super NES, and he said he just dabbed the outside of it, cleaned it up, and he turned it on the next day, and it worked.
He should probably take that apart and deep clean everything.
Yeah,
take it apart, spray it with something like Simple Green, some non-phosphate based cleaner. I highly recommend Simple Green actually. It works great on cases. It works great. You can use it on the motherboards itself, and it's not going to harm anything. Just make sure to rinse with distilled water, which, come on, man. Distilled water, it's $1 a gallon. You just put it in, like, I don't know, a spray bottle or like one of those squeeze tubes.
For me, for some reason, I'm just nervous about applying water to stuff like that. You know, I mean, I do, but I'll do it like on a Q-tip or something and be really, you know, not really overly generous with the water, just enough to wet something down and wipe, you know.
I'll take entire motherboards and throw them in a bath of water.
That's crazy.
What do you think an ultrasonic cleaner is? I have a 10-liter tank sitting over here that is filled up with mostly distilled water and some light detergents. Right?
So if I just run tap water through the Brita, is that good enough?
No. Go buy distilled water. It's like $1 a bottle, man. How cheap are you?
I'm cheap.
As cheap as he can get.
Apparently.
What if you were to just boil some?
That's also not going to do it. However, if you'd like to be a chemist and set yourself up a nice distillation apparatus, you could just use your tap water, boil that off, and distill it over yourself. Yeah. Of course, by the time you invest in all that crap, you might as well have just bought it for $1
for $1.
So why not just use like a bath of 90% rubbing alcohol then?
That also works. Actually, if you're cleaning stuff at home, that's one of the things I would suggest is 90% rubbing out, 99% rubbing alcohol if you can find it.
Oh, like the ethyl? The ethyl
99% isopropyl alcohol.
Oh,
you can order this stuff off of Amazon. I think it's like $24 for a case.
Dude, I bought that ethyl alcohol or whatever for wood.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't use that.
Oh, what the hell, dude? Some guy was cleaning a vintage stereo, and I learned it from him on his video how to clean up like an old receiver board and stuff. And he took that kind of cleaner, like denatured alcohol.
That's okay, I guess. I personally won't use it, but
and like I bought some, and like it's so strong, people dude, it's a headache. You know, working with it, it's like holy crap, this stuff could get you sick.
Yeah, you're supposed to use it outside.
And it's not like I had a whole big, it was just like a little round container, you know, just a little tiny thing with some in it to dab. And like, this shit's wrong.
I've been watching Bob Ross a lot lately.
You seeing a lot of happy little trees?
Hey man, happy little trees, almighty mountains, some happy little rivers, happy little skies.
Happy.
Just you just gotta dab it into the brush. Just tappity tap tap. And then we're gonna come up here and we're gonna tap in some background trees. Tap 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 tap.
Can you do a dab for us?
No.
Dab.
I already said no.
Oh, Waz, you'll dab, right? With that pimp ass beard, man, you be dabbing.
Face palm, more accurate. When the best thing you can do when you're asked to dab.
It's getting long enough. I was able to put a pencil in it earlier, and it stayed. So it's getting there. Dude, my daughter said I need to get a pack of 24 crayons, and I need to grow it long enough so I can put all 24 crayons in it.
Well, Guinness Book World Record.
I used to have a nice long crazy beard, and then I chopped it off because they get so freaking itchy.
What can you tell me about a Commodore 64 then, Owaz? Like,
get one.
What generation of time were those? Like Atari or what?
Early 80s.
Yep, Atari.
Like,
think when we got ours.
Pre-NES into NES era.
What now? What are the graphics though? Like 16,
8-bit.
8.
Yep, 8.
Also, I would recommend getting one of those refurbished. They're 30, 40 years old. Any electronics that's that old needs work.
Are they recapped at least?
Are they?
Yep.
How much are they worth? Do you think? And not trying to be like, okay, let's figure out, you know, roll the guide price, like, you know, what do you think they're worth, like, honestly?
It depends what's with it, what games what game it has with it, what if it has controllers, joysticks, a monitor, a printer, floppy drives, tape drives, whatever. Because all that stuff factors into it.
I think that comes with a lot of stuff from my understanding. This one that I've heard about, they're going to go dig it out for me and, you know, let me more details, send pictures.
I want one of those.
So what do you think? What do you think, dude? You know, if I can score one, do you think it's worth it?
It depends on how much they're asking, the condition it's in.
If it's been recapped or not.
Yeah, like
It wouldn't be.
this is the one that I
Generally
had originally, or that my family had originally, and my mom was finally willing to part with it.
Are they
And
rare?
So, not really.
Not really.
I mean, I've got that one, and I've got two others of the original gray bread bin.
Okay. The whole rare
Don't know
thing
about-
is also, I think, often misunderstood. Because a lot of people will say, like, NES top loaders are rare. They're not. There's a lot of things.
Like, I just mean, like, they're not really common. Like, they weren't really mass produced.
Oh,
They were mass
no.
produced.
NES was mass produced, you know.
Commodore 64 was mass produced.
It was one of the, what is it, still a best-selling computer?
One of
Yeah.
them.
Because, I mean, and it's got over 17,000 games that you can get for it. So
People
Well,
are
I
still
hear
making
big in
games.
Europe.
The lady I'm talking to about this, she said she's retired and she's just getting rid of this shit and, like,
Then you'll probably get it for a decent deal if she hasn't gone and watched like Pawn Stars or some other stupid crap like that.
a bin full of games with it too. And
Because I'll be
The-
honest,
add-ons.
I
Games
hate
I'd be
Pawn
really
Stars.
iffy about. Just because who knows if the games are going to work. If they've been sitting around and not in climate controlled, disk rot is going to be a big thing.
Yeah, disc rot with floppies is a lot worse than with CDs.
Yeah, I feel like even if you were just getting the console in like okay shape from that kind of situation, I know nothing about these, so this could be completely false, but my initial like what I would expect to pay for that or want to would be like $40 maybe. Right?
Yeah.
Like
If it was, if it was
not
just
with the
the
monitor, with like
just the
the
computer.
keyboard.
if you get the what is it, the 1702 monitor, the monitor itself,
It's worth
If it
more than the
works.
console probably.
it's pretty valuable, but and especially if it's local. I mean, hopefully you can get it for a good deal because it's fun to have. You can still buy cartridges for it because it does take cartridges. That's something I'm looking into so that it's either I need to buy a bunch of floppy disks and make copies of all the disks I've got, or get one of the SD2 IEC. So it'll take not flash cards, SD cards, and that way I can put a bunch of games on that and just run with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested. She's got some other stuff too, and I told her, hey, just, put it all together, and I'll take it off your hands. She's going to work on it tomorrow. So,
Well, hey, you can always offer if you don't have anything going on, but hey, if I come over and help you with this, you're going to give me a better deal, right?
well, no, she's a little bit of ways. It's a drive, but it's, doable.
Gotcha.
And there's some stuff it sounds like she has that, I won't have a need for, but I have a friend who collects, so, he'll probably pick it up off me type deal,
Yeah.
Just running guesstimates in my head for like what you would want to look for, but that from like a garage type seller. Like probably my top guess, like for like the most you would want to pay, even if it comes with a monitor, probably like 150 if it comes with a bunch of games.
Yeah, I don't know what she was thinking. I know she told me she had just sold a Sega Master System, and she had 3 games listed somewhere. My buddy found them and sent me the link, and they were $45 for all 3 of them. So it had been $15 a game for Choplifter, Afterburner, and one other common, Global Defense. And I was like, no, those ain't worth 15. I was like,
No.
most I'd give her is maybe $8, $10 a game. They are complete,
If they're complete, maybe that, but they're so
Maybe
common.
Yeah, and you don't know what condition they're in.
Well, I mean, I seen the picture of the Sega games. They look good, but I mean, I told her at this point, she said she already got rid of that. She found that stuff after the fact because she's cleaning out. But she has, NES, other various Sega systems, that 64, that Commodore 64, and I don't know. She's gonna send me a list, and then I'm gonna go from there.
And I want to reiterate that $150 number. That's just me throwing numbers. I have no idea what any of that stuff's worth.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. I have no knowledge of Commodore 64. I don't even think I've ever seen one. If I have, it might have been in a school setting playing like Number Munchers or Oregon Trail. Yeah, I played something like that, but it could have been an Apple II for all I know.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I'm familiar-ish with the monitor only because I had a friend growing up that had it as his TV, and he was using that for games up until the PS2.
Oh my word!
I played God of War 2 at his house on a Commodore 64 monitor.
That's awesome. That was one of the reasons why I wanted the one that I grew up with was for the monitor, but for whatever reason, the light phaser doesn't work with it for the Master System.
Huh. Maybe it's the hertz, the amount of the refresh or something on it. Or not refresh, but the frequency. I don't know.
The frequency of the scan lines or something. Who knows? But it didn't work. It flashed, but it didn't register anything. But hey, the 3D games worked fine, so.
Damn it, you're making me think about this TV I got here too. I got this same exact CRT. It's got a flat screen, and it has the early HD plugs, SDTV, it's a big Sony one. And I had one prior to it. I got for free. And part of the screen was waving, it was starting to do this on the edge. So the gun didn't work right. So I got rid of it. And I mean, the thing's 300 pounds. Found another one at a guy's sale. He sold it to me for $10. So I was like, fine, I'll take it. He wanted money for it. I tried to get it for free. I was like, nobody wants these anymore. And he was like, oh. He was asking for $50. And I was like, look, the most I'll give you is $10. And he said, all right, you can have it. And I loaded this thing up, 300 pounds again, hauling it, dude. And I haven't tested it yet on the guns to make sure it works. But I mean, the screen looks really good on it. But
what console is this?
It's a Wega. It's a Sony Wega Trinitron. It's a 32 or something. It's a big bastard.
Yeah, the thing is, you get them cheap, but the reason they're so freaking cheap, other than being outdated, is no one wants to move the damn things. They'll give them away just to get someone to move it for them.
Yeah, backbreakers.
Yeah.
And it's hard finding people that can work on those.
Yeah, it's
I'm scared to work on TVs because kilovolts.
Yeah.
Kilovolts. And you know that saying people have of
if it has kill in the name, it's probably not great.
You know how people say it's not the volts that kills you, it's the amps. That is completely wrong and inaccurate. There's this little thing called Ohm's law.
Well, it's enough of either, I assume.
well, current is equal to voltage divided by resistance. Your body's about a 330 kilo ohm resistor. It only takes 10 to 20 milliamps to kill you. So it is the voltage that kills you.
Yeah.
You mean it doesn't kill you, it stops your heart.
Which will kill you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Usually. That's not great.
I'm telling you, I'm taking we just did the heart and all that. you're technically not dead if your heart is stopped. I mean,
Yeah,
you're on your way, but you're not dead yet.
but I'm sitting down here alone, working on stuff. If I come across kilovolts, I'm dead. Because by the time someone finds me, I'll be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may not be dead yet, but you're on the express train right on there.
Where's that Yoshi guy? Where's he been? I haven't seen him for a few days. He's all stiff in his lab.
Like, why isn't he going to school anymore?
He
Smells
crossed
like
the
barbecue.
streams.
Says a scent
Yes.
of barbecue in here.
Oh, by the way, DC is more dangerous than AC. Because if you come across, like, say, 120 volts AC from a wall and your hands are dry, you'll probably be okay. You're
get a
going to
nice
jump
shock.
halfway across the room and scream like a baby, but you'll probably live. If you come across 120 volts DC, you're dead.
Game over.
Game
over,
over,
man.
man. Game over.
Yeah. I think we've done enough of the numbers for now, unless anyone else has stuff they want to go over with Yoshi as far as that goes.
Numbers.
Just
Numbers.
lots of numbers being thrown back and forth with the voltages and everything.
Oh.
I'm tuning out.
Oh.
Hey, man.
Yoshi needs a whiteboard behind him so we can start jotting stuff down.
Yeah. So, video games. Anyone want to talk about those?
Man.
Which ones?
Any of them.
I downloaded Phantasy Star for the
Switch.
Switch. I
Nice.
did do it. Yep.
I was
Yeah.
tempted to do that if I didn't already pay $70 for a physical copy of Phantasy Star.
What?
Sounds like a you problem.
Was it a
Came with
complete
nice
copy?
box?
Hmm.
It's only missing the manual, and I really don't give a shit about that.
It's also missing auto mapping, which the Switch has.
I
got it
know.
Right there.
Yeah, I got a nice box copy. I think it was actually like $60 or something like that, but whatever.
Either one of my copies is boxed, but that's all right.
I don't blame you.
Through it.
I don't blame you. I don't like buying box games anymore because they cost too much. I am the
Yeah.
guy that bought a loose Magic Knight Rare disc for Saturn because I wanted to play the game,
Yeah, for Saturn
and it was
and
half off.
Dreamcast. I'm not really big on the cases. I want the game. I've got a CD album I can put them in.
You can also make your own cases quite easily. You just get like the DVD cases, and then you can just print them out if you have a nice laser printer.
Yeah,
Heck, you could even do it with a crappy inkjet.
I don't have mine doesn't print in color. That's why my custom cases look like this.
Nice. It's like a little tape sleeve.
Yep.
Which is actually a cool idea for a cartridge, now that I think about that.
I need to make one for that one. Power
Yeah,
Strike.
Specifically for Master System, that's actually a pretty cool way of going about it, doing like a cassette sleeve type design.
Yeah, I think they actually fit in cassette cases. So if you came across a bunch of empty cassettes, you could just make a little trifold and stick them in there with it.
Well, you might also have to
You have to break
mod
up the
the
tabs
case.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is easy. You know, all you need for that is a nice pair of pliers.
Snap.
Speaking of which, pliers is also what you need to modify your SNES so that it can play imports.
Yep.
Break the tabs.
Yeah, and then you realize you haven't broken them all the way off and can't get the rest of them. So you open the whole thing and use a freaking what's it
Dremel?
called? Yeah, the Dremel. I had to do
Okay.
that.
By the way, you can also buy, if you want a cheap colored N64, you can buy one from Japan. Open it up, take the little slot off of it, take a Dremel like the sides of it out. Games will work just fine.
Yep.
You don't have to buy some fancy 3D printed case slot for it. Just Dremel the sides off.
Jesus.
It's not going to hurt anything. Just plastic. Who cares? Oh, wait, I forgot.
Yeah.
Then again, generally what I do to things make collectors not want them.
Yeah, I think that has something to do with the price tag.
You'd be surprised because you have I find there's a couple different types of collectors. You have the ones that are trying to get everything for as cheap as possible, which is what I'd call the common collector.
Yo.
And then you have the crazy people that are willing to be like, well, I already have like an entire NES collection. So like, can you mod an NES for me so it's got HDMI? Sure, $500. Okay.
Yeah, if you're invested that far, I think it's a little easier to swallow.
Yeah, a lot of that's generally who this stuff sells to, is people that have most of the games they want and they just want to play it on their new fancy TVs in as higher quality as they can. I mean, what was it? Today I had to go back and fix a Ultra HDMI N64. It had a short to ground fault. Apparently the flat flex cable was bad and was touching the heatsink. That's not fun. I'd take the case off, it would play, I'd put the case back on, and it would stop playing, and I was sitting here going, why? So I just did a bunch of stuff, and now it works. And now I can send it back home. So the owners like wanted it there by Christmas Eve. Hopefully I can get it to them in time.
You might have to pay extra for that this time of year.
Yeah.
I'm just going to send it through regular priority mail.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
He's in New York, so he's one state away, so it's not too bad.
Still, good luck with that one.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I should probably go buy postage for that.
That might be a good idea.
And I just had a guy
Yeah.
I just got a guy that's like, I post this AV Famicom on eBay, and I have a guy that messages me on Facebook. Hey man, you still have this? Yes.
Oh, that's the whole story. Okay, then.
Oh, I thought he accidentally muted himself.
Anyway.
Sorry, I was just looking at some stuff here.
So
what the heck is old Musty Hobbit doing tonight?
No idea.
Staying in his hobbit hole.
Oh man.
What?
Wow. Really thought
That was
funny.
awesome, dude. I can't help it.
I got someone laugh.
Dude, I got a sixth sense of humor though, man.
I'm sure mine is sicker.
Well, let's not put it to the test.
Yeah, no.
I know Olwaz, he gets a little bit of it in the chat from me, but he
I mean, if someone
it is not even that bad. His auto chat just automatically shuts me down. It doesn't like the word pimp. I'm always calling him a pimp, you know.
Hey, if someone was to put a shit post for him into Discord, I'd probably live there. And you would be flooded with anime memes of all sorts and types.
Isn't that kind of what you use the JRPG chat for?
No.
Oh yeah, the anime girl gif was in the anime chat.
Hey man, that was a bunch of anime girls driving a tank.
Yep.
And you should go watch that anime. It's really good. And the only other person in here that likes anime is probably sitting here going, that anime sucked. Why did you like that? What is wrong with you?
I don't remember how it was received. I know what anime you're talking about, Girls in Panzer.
Yes.
But I just don't remember how that was received.
It's actually a pretty good anime. It's not as bad as the Ship Girl anime.
Yeah, that's probably not a very high bar to get over. God. There was another Girls Driving Tanks anime recently, wasn't there?
Hey, man.
Like,
they all have to do tankery.
Yeah. I doubt I'll actually give a damn, but I'm curious what it was now, so I have to look that stupid thing up.
The things I do to him.
Yeah, that's a heck of a subgenre you found there.
girls driving tank anime.
Yep.
It's a good subgenre. I liked it.
Yeah, there's like one series in the entire thing. It's really easy to catch up on.
Well, in other news, I sat down and watched Bleach, skipping the filler. Because as soon as the Eisen arc's over, just stop. You see at the end screen. It's over,
Bleach?
man. Bleach.
So good. Like that. Okay, that messes my head a little bit. Yeah.
You can blame
which Eisen arc are you talking about? Like they're just initial, like the second arc, or like
episode 311. Bleach
Yeah,
ended episode 311.
Yeah, where it should have ended. They borked that ending too. It irks me because like they. Sorry for that anime side tangent. Everyone else who doesn't give a shit, but yeah, like I read that part in the manga, and they for the show they put like all this flashback material right between like the middle of the chapter and the end, and it's just like if they left it as it was in the original material, it would have been the perfect finale for the show, and you could just end. And instead of that, you have to watch like 19 episodes of filler, and then you get the last scene. And it's like, God,
yeah. Let's just put it this way: Bleach is probably the anime with more filler than any other anime. It is literally half filler.
Did you just switch from Bleach to Bleach? Are you intentionally messing up this name?
Yes, I am.
Well, good on you.
Bleach. It's Bleach.
Yeah.
I'm here all night, folks.
That's what I'm afraid of.
That's awesome. You're in here all night. I like it. You're getting buck wild tonight, and I'm liking it.
Okay, anime stuff done. But we didn't really get to talk about Warframe at all last week. That was one of the things we're going to go over. So you play that?
I have. It's been a little while since I've played. Actually, I wonder if I can fire it up and see where I'm at. Did I reinstall it?
Yeah, you're on PC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the PS4 version running. PC is the only version I can't play.
Oh.
Oh. I was
But
getting into that.
So it's been. Oh, looks like I've got some updates. Yes. What? Oh. Well, that'll have to be done later. But I got my airframe, and shortly after that, I was playing it pretty much solo most of the time, so I kind of lost interest.
Airframe? The Arcwing?
Yes.
Yeah, I still need to get used to that, honestly.
Yeah, that mission right after it, or when you actually get it, was
yeah.
Oh my
it's a
word.
completely different dynamic control-wise. You have to worry about altitude.
Yep.
And all that stuff levels separately, which is cool. Like, you don't have to worry about it like really interfering with what you're trying to do elsewhere. But it is a tad odd. But now would be a good time to jump in because they just did their Fortuna update, which is the second open world area.
Mm-hmm.
And they introduced a new vehicle type called the K-Drive. It's a hoverboard. You can grind rails in Warframe now.
Oh my word.
And it's actually really good.
So have people picked out areas to do races yet?
The what?
So have people picked out areas to do races?
Probably, yeah. I haven't looked too much into it, but I did see one stream of them doing a race.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, it kind of ended with it was a Warframe dev stream. It ended with one of the women that were streaming it trying desperately to get to launch herself off her board off a cliff, and she could not fail, and she was trying.
I'm so good I can't fail. Look at me go.
Yeah, it's really hard to be bad intentionally in video games. as Beat Saber's campaign is teaching me. Ugh.
That actually looks like an interesting game.
Beat Saber?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun.
It makes me wish that I had tried to get one of those PS4 consoles from Walmart on Black Friday that came with Spider-Man.
Hmm.
Especially since EDF5 just came out on
Yeah,
PS4.
You know what I'm actually half tempted to do?
What?
Buy a PS4 with a broken HDMI port and just replace the HDMI port so I can get it for like $100 or less.
Hey, if you can do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Way to
that's
go.
why I bought this $300 hot air station I have over here. This thing, which will pump out 500 degrees C at about 120 liters per minute.
Yeah, I've got a PS3 that I got to try and fix, and it's got the same problem yours did, where the not the hard drive, the one of the lasers didn't freaking work.
Yeah, my PS3, wherever it is, piled under crap. I'm probably just gonna buy a laser for it eventually, or fix one of the others, because now I have like 5 PS3s here.
I mean, yes, all laser problems.
Laser problems, yellow light of death, whatever.
Yeah.
I will. If they weren't so damn hard to take apart, I probably would have already worked on them. But I hate working on modern consoles. Old consoles, you remove like 4 or 5 or 6 or 8 screws and you're in.
Yeah,
New consoles.
The thing about the PS3 though is it's kind of modular once you get into it. It's kind of nice.
Well, some of them, yeah.
Yeah, the slim model, I mean.
Although I've also had to work on a bunch of PS2s recently.
Yeah.
And I have a stack of them sitting back here that I've been told to fix soon. But
Yeah, and when I say modular, I mean like the power supply and stuff. Like, obviously, you still have to do a lot of soldering if you need to mess with the board. But
sorry, local game shop, I haven't been working much lately. I've been trying to finish a college semester and do this stupid AM radio project all by myself because my lab partner was useless.
Anyway, away from console repair stuff. Again,
My bad.
But like the no, I got onto it. It's not your fault this time. Anyway, the Black Friday stuff with the PS4 stuff. They're probably going to do those sales again because they're doing it again for the VR headsets.
See, that's what I'd like to get the bundle with that possibly, but that would actually be the first Sony console I've purchased.
Yeah, that answers my next question of if you already have Move controllers. That'll be a no. But yeah, if you can get one of those console bundles that's like $200, and then you can get the if you're not sure how you feel about VR, or if you have a decent PC, just get an Oculus or a Vive. It's more expensive, but it's better.
I don't know if my PC would be considered decent.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you have that option, but it's much cheaper. Hell, it would be cheaper to get the whole friggin' shebang, the console bundle, a headset bundle, than getting the Oculus stuff. But the computer part's the most expensive, so if you already had that, you might as well go all the way with it. But if not, yeah, get the cheap console. The only thing the Pro will get you in terms of VR is it renders a bit better. Like maybe slightly higher resolution, slightly higher anti-aliasing, so less jaggy bits. Because it does like shoot down the resolution and that kind of detailing just to keep the 60 frames per second locked for both the lenses. Anyway, but yeah, there's 2 different bundles that come with the Move controllers and everything, and one of them has Beat Saber in it, so it's like $250 on the sale.
I have to keep an eye out. I've got to decide if I'm really interested in it or if I want to get a Switch for the family first.
That's
there's some
probably
stuff
better bet.
for the Switch that I really want to get. Prime 4. Hopefully a good Animal Crossing.
PSN was?
No, I have a PS2 and that's my only Sony console. And the only reason I have it is my father-in-law was doing some home repairs for somebody and they were throwing it out and he's like, oh, I think I know someone who might want it. So I got a PS2 with a controller and a couple games.
You're awesome.
PS2s are great though. I love PS2s.
Yes.
Except for visual clarity.
Hey, man. They get better.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
You had to think about it though.
You just gotta, like, buy S-video cables.
No, I'm talking they're bad even if you run them through component on a friggin' CRT.
Yeah, they can still be blurry.
Yeah, I'm not saying they like the graphics are bad. It's just there's always that layer of crap between you and the graphics, and you can't do anything about it because of the way they filtered everything.
Yeah.
That's my only real major gripe with PS2. It's the only console from that era that I cannot run on my modern television because it looks that bad. The GameCube, fine. Xbox, fantastic. PS2, hell no. CRT.
That's okay. Do you want an HDMI N64? They only
No.
got 2 colored ones to sell. Please,
No.
somebody buy these. I need money for MagFest.
I already
Speaking of
bought that S Video Genesis off you.
Hopefully, it's still working.
I think so. I should probably test that. It's been a bit.
Because I remember I did not recap that one.
Thanks.
Hey, it would have been a lot more expensive. Sega Genesis are not worth recapping because they charge more to recap the Genesis than the system cost.
Yeah, those are cheap. That one wasn't. Mostly because of the shipping, honestly.
Yeah, the shipping doubled the price.
Yeah, and conversion rate. Yay, Canada dollars.
I'll
Just
give
wait
you
for the big SG.
I'll give
What?
you $1 for 3 of your Canadian dollars.
It's not that bad.
Still bad.
oh, was. Ugh.
Hasn't been accounted for.
Hold on here.
Hopefully, I'm not broke.
Okay.
I just bought MagFest parking.
Oops, wrong one.
What?
I'm trying to figure out what he's going with.
Gaming.
Yeah, the other one was a little shrill.
What?
The Robotron mode.
I bought this at Kmart when they were closing.
You probably should have left it there.
Yep.
This thing, and it lights up.
No.
Yep, dude, I was playing with this thing in the store, and lady got mad.
I wonder why.
She was like, she was saying somebody's playing with one of those things and like just being snooty, and it's like the store's going out of business. Like our Kmart here closed in October, and like she was all like, I was raiding the toys and stuff, and
It took yours that long to close? I think ours was closed like a year ago, maybe 2.
Man. But you know what that thing reminds me of? You guys ever heard of a Mellotron?
What? No.
It's this old weird instrument from the 60s.
yeah, I think
You
I
know
know
the
what you're
Beatles
talking
song Strawberry Fields Forever?
Mhm.
The intro to that was done on a Mellotron.
It's been a while since I listened to that. I might have to go back
And
to
it
that.
lights
It's
up.
basically this weird old 60s instrument that kind of looks like a piano. It's like an early attempt at a synthesizer. It works off of tape reels, like pre-recorded tape reels with sound effects and stuff on them.
Hmm.
So like one setting you get strings, another setting you'll get brass, another setting you'll get like flutes and stuff. I recently found out they made a guitar pedal that does the same thing. I want it. I want it. Other than it's like, other than the thing costs like $230.
Miranda, will you bring me a bubble, please?
I hope the batteries die.
They
Yeah.
can't be replaced.
Sooner rather than
Yes.
later.
Will you please bring me an orange bubble?
Florence and orange bubble.
She heard it. She's mad. She's mad at me.
I
Why?
can't understand why.
Yeah, I'd be mad at you too.
She was playing with it too. She plays with it too.
Great.
Yoshi went to a Beatles reference. I wonder why. But what that immediately reminded me of is that Jack Black Saxaboom thing.
Well, you can blame my college class. Which I
That's
got
what I
an
was
A in, by
referring
the
to,
way.
yes.
I got an A in that class.
Yes, that was the joke.
Gen eds
Also
are so
awesome on the
stupid
A.
easy. Gen eds are so stupid easy. And there were kids that failed.
Yeah, it's basically Beatles trivia. How do you fail that?
Here's an easy way. You don't like the Beatles.
Yeah, that'll do it.
At which point, why did you take the class, you stupid idiot?
I thought it'd be an easy A.
I did too. It was an easy A. But now I'm also addicted to Beatles.
Not a
Send
bad
help.
thing.
Send help. I need somebody. Help.
Oh, God damn
Not
it.
just anybody.
Yeah, say goodbye to Yoshi now.
No!
No, we did.
Where'd Yoshi go? Oh.
Yeah, I've probably made worse puns. I can't really judge.
Jeez.
It's Yoshi the not so friendly ghost.
Yes.
Man, I wonder why no one else is joining tonight.
I blame me.
Well, Eric got the, what was it, VR and Xbox One now.
Yep.
Oh,
So
he's probably
messing
zooed
with
out.
that. Musty's probably going to be in if I had to guess, and then
We're just
I don't
waiting
know.
on a Hobbit.
yep.
Yeah, Musty
Out of his little
retweeted
hobbit hole.
he retweeted my initial like warning tweet the 3 hours before heads up one, so he knows it's a thing that's happening.
Yeah, we need a shit post forum in the Discord.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. For all the memes.
Hmm.
You don't like memes?
A memes forum would be fine. Easily muted.
Yeah.
Yes, just call it shit post.
And then removed.
Because that's what memes are, is shit post.
Yeah.
And then I can go live under my bridge. And the shit post forum.
I don't know what you meme.
Boy. Remember when people were going on like earlier versions of it, like the demotivational posters? Everyone would do it like in that one border with the text underneath.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you what, man. Like, I have so many of those on my PS3. Like, guys would send them to me in messages.
Like
Like,
memes, but old.
some are terrible too, dude. And I'm just like, damn. Like, if
Yeah.
people were to do that these days, they'd be throwing a fit, you know. Just some of the context in them, you know, is just,
Yeah.
you know, ridiculous.
People are easily offended. I don't understand it.
And like, I would send those to dudes in like Japan that I'd talk to on PSN, and like, they wouldn't understand what I'm saying at all. You know, we'd just meet them online, and we'd all send them friend requests and talk to them, try to talk to them, and be like, you know, we like you, friend. You know, join us. You know, and the Japan guys, he'd just say like a few words in English, like okay, and then it would like evolve into, you know, Pepsi or Coke, and then like, you know, Big Mac or freaking Burger King, you know. Like, we just play games because we couldn't understand them, you know, and like,
Well,
then
I
this
think
other
this
dude,
meme is accurate.
huh? Oh,
This meme is accurate.
I feel like
I
I'm gonna have to
got
send an R9.
listen,
Only for a few seconds.
me
what
before
can-
me.
I can just die from. Pretty
What do you
much.
So, If anybody doesn't know, that's from an anime called Gabriel Dropout.
You're still
About an angel.
You're still sharing the screen, Yoshi.
I clicked the button.
But not that button.
Yeah.
Apparently, it didn't register my click. Maybe I need a new mouse and keyboard instead of a new soldering station.
Significantly cheaper from the sounds of it.
Doesn't ask for new soldering. Doesn't ask for new mouse and keyboard. Asks for soldering station. Has perfectly fine soldering station. What is wrong with me?
Where should we start?
Yeah.
Don't ask if you don't
From the
want
beginning?
the answer. A very good place to start.
Yeah, let's crunch
Okay.
the numbers, shall we, or not?
Yeah, I gotta step off for just a minute. I'll be back.
Okay.
I've got the perfect calculator.
Can you play games on
Yay.
it?
No. Calculators
Doesn't
aren't for
sound perfect.
games, man. They're for doing
Um,
mathematical things.
Like running Doom.
Toys Girl was telling me back in the day she had one of those calculators and she'd put games on them and could play games on them.
This is not an 83. This is an 89. And also, this one has a display issue, so I don't know why I keep it. I should
Lena,
probably put it back on the eBay.
what calculator was it that you'd put games on?
TI-83.
Yeah, do you know which one?
TI-83.
She said 84.
83,
So-
84, basically the same calculator.
Okay.
Close enough.
What games?
They were crap.
Yeah, what games?
More than likely.
They were all crap. They were the
Come
type
tell
of
me.
stuff you'd play in math class instead of doing math.
What games? She's
You
getting
can-
embarrassed. Well,
you
she
can
told
play-
me about it the other day and it made me laugh. I was like, seriously? And like, she's like, she didn't tell her mom she put games on it because it was like supposed to be for math and stuff. And like,
Hey,
it's just
man.
funny.
Reminded me of a video of Lazy Game Reviews. He put Doom on a calculator.
Yeah. That you can put Doom on those.
Dang.
Then you too. Okay, it's not the same type Doom as you're thinking, but you can play a port of Doom. It's a very
Yeah.
shitty port.
Yeah, like
Huh.
people are obsessed with putting Doom on everything. That's kind of amusing.
Dude, this here is an oscilloscope. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Not this model, but like some more advanced, fancy models that have Windows operating systems running behind the scenes. People have hacked those and put Doom on them. So you can play Doom on your oscilloscope instead of doing work at work.
Hilarious.
See, I'm the type of guy that would probably do that, and then my boss would probably think it's fantastic, but tell me to remove it and not mess with company property anymore.
What do you think about the Doom chapters coming out?
The what?
It looks cool. Can I get a Switch port?
What Doom chapters?
There's some
You know
new.
what? Go ahead, Yoshi.
Are you talking about Doom Eternal, or is there some new chapters for like the original Doom that came out 2 years ago?
It's
Almost 3.
It's limited runs doing a sale on it right now. The guy who
Oh.
made Doom doing the after
Sigil.
story, basically. Sigil, yeah.
Not technically Doom, but it's like carrying on after whatever the 4th chapter or whatever it was. Right?
I don't know. I still need to go back and play Doom.
Hmm.
I haven't done that yet.
Damn.
See if the next Cartridge Club game is not going to be what I would consider a shit game.
Shantae.
That's not which Shantae?
Half Genie Hero, the newest one.
Is
Might
it
have
seriously?
that.
Huh?
I might have that. Because that's not a shit game. Oh, you guys played DuckTales.
I
Well,
don't know.
I guess I can play through DuckTales.
It should be something else next month.
Other than Shantae?
Well, I was already picked he was going to do Shantae, wasn't it?
February, Catherine.
Which one is it? Half Genie Hero?
Yeah, the 3rd one.
I'm going to go get my Switch
I
and
haven't
see if
played
I
it.
have that.
Yeah, the portable, they're doing the original one. So,
I have that one on my 3DS.
Yep, that's where everyone's expected to play it.
Or an emulator.
Yeah, but 3DS version's easier to come by at this point.
Because the original Game Boy Color game is about,
A
a
lot.
couple $100. I'll trade you my AV Famicom for it. That's an even trade. Which is also sad.
No.
Thank you. I was expecting a no.
Just buy a bootleg.
Isn't it like $5 on 3DS? I think that's a little cheaper.
Yes, just pay the $5 on 3DS. And those
You only-
bootleg games usually don't work right.
Yeah.
Especially the ones from China. They're usually very shoddily made.
Yeah.
Joke's on Ryan. He buys the bootlegs from China. And I just realized I don't know how to open a Famicom cart.
Isn't there little pins you've got to push in the right spot? Not pins, but
It's probably got like plastic tabs or something stupid.
there you go. Yeah.
Welcome back, Owaz.
I'm back.
Run
What'd you-
away!
What'd you eat,
Run
Owaz?
far
for dinner?
away!
I had Wendy's for dinner.
Damn, dude.
Didn't you
I
see
had
him
Wendy's
drinking
as
the
well.
Wendy's earlier?
Yeah.
He had a
Well,
nice sippy cup.
Guess it was Pepsi or Dr. Pepper.
I had me some nice Chinese food. I ate about half of it and then put the rest in the fridge.
That's what I had too.
That's
No,
what
I made-
happens whenever I go to the buffet. I end up getting about twice as much as I need.
My 3DS actually needs a system update.
Gotta think, man. If you get twice as much as you need, then you have a meal for later.
Usually they don't let you take it with the buffet though.
They have takeout, except they charge you by the pound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's just me going, I can usually get away with like under $10. I had to get mine, my mom's, and my brother went with me. Let's just put it this way. Between me and my mom, costs as much as my brother.
Ooh.
He got himself like 2 or 3 pounds of food. A-hole. I watched him walk around and just pile shit in there, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, what? I'm like, dude, I usually spend like $15 to go in here and buy food for me and mom, right? This isn't that expensive. I'm like, dude, you bought like 3 pounds of food. Asshole.
He's not paying for it. He doesn't care.
Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Note, I don't get along very well with that brother at the moment.
Tensions are running high.
Well, that and he makes me drive him to work all the damn time. The other day, I drove him to work. Huh?
So you haven't told him that he's got a thumb?
Oh.
That's what I'm going to do the next time he asks me for a ride home. Tell him to use his thumb. You could be like, what do you mean by that? I don't know what to do with that.
Tell him to call himself an Uber.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, Retrolector's in the chat.
Hello. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Am I going to turn British or something?
Why not? We can do that for a moment. Oh, I don't know if my sinuses will let me do it that long, though.
Please tell me I wrote my Nintendo ID password down somewhere. It's been a while.
Neato. Already almost 10:30.
I should probably take apart this N64 because I'm pretty sure the other two I did are going to have a similar fault to the one I had to fix. I just have to go in and add a little piece of tape so that they don't short out. Because it worked perfectly fine before I shipped it. And then I shipped it and it came back and it was all screwy. Well, I shipped it. It got to the owner. It was all screwy. It didn't work. He shipped it back. I sat here playing with it for like an hour and then just fixed it. Freaking. Anyway, I'll be glad to not have to do this mail-in repair stuff anymore because it's too much crap to deal with. I mean, I've got boxes and boxes of crap behind me. I want to make this all go away and get all nice and tidy and clean.
That'll never happen. Because you'll just
Yeah,
get more boxes to replace it.
Yeah, I think the real solution here is I need more space. So let's just go ahead and take and like demolish all my game room and turn that into lab space.
Yeah, you can mix and match.
What, let the game room overflow into the lab and the lab overflow into the game room?
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll look forward to when I can move out of here in about a year. Which is also, incidentally, when I'll have a bachelor's degree. I've only got 1 year left if I take 12 credits over the summer at the local community college for like $3,000.
Yeah.
I didn't write that password down anywhere. That's gonna be fun to change later.
Nice.
Again.
Higher education comes with the cost. Way too much of a cost.
Yeah, they kind of just, take all your money.
Yep.
So what time you at OWAS? Your time, 10:30?
It's 10:30. Trying to
You
decide
want
if I'm gonna
do your
stream or not.
pickups?
Yeah.
Do your pickups?
Yeah. Are we ready to do some pickups?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No one
Go
else
get
is
my
joining,
Switch.
so.
I'll be back in a second. I'm going to go get a Switch.
Cody, do you have anything to show first, or?
I was gonna let OWAS. I've been wanting to see what he has for a few days, so
Yeah, it sounds like you got a lot. Like, do you just want to get, like, if you only have a few things?
Yeah, if you got a few things.
I have a little bit, not a whole lot, but
Okay.
All
I
right,
can
so
show
he's
mine. I can show mine real quick. I got another one of these hard drives. That's all.
awesome.
Data for days.
Yeah, no, I've got
Okay.
like 5 terabytes of space on my Xbox. It's good.
I'll do mine. I'll start off, I guess.
Yeah.
So, completing my set here of all the Zentada releases on Ship to Shore. This is, has some Ray Force. That's kind of cool. I collect vinyl, game vinyl.
Nice. I have had
I'm
Genie Hero.
gonna have to do a video on that sometime. I got Wrecking Crew, pretty cheap. I got this game. I have no idea. Same seller. Got it for super cheap with free shipping.
Ew.
Werewolf or whatever it is.
Not that good.
Looks like it was marked over with a permanent marker.
It's just dirty at the bottom there. A little bit of glue. And then I like to collect Game Gear, so I got a putt and putter game. It's like a mini golf game. I got Aladdin.
Speaking of Game Gear, would you like
No.
Game Gear?
We will not be speaking of Game Gear.
Sonic Triple Trouble.
But he just mentioned Game Gear stuff.
Oh,
I know,
and
that's
thought
why I
this
decided
was
to
really
stop you
cool.
ahead of time.
I thought this was really cool because Eric talked about this game in one of his Sega Master System.
Wonder Boy?
No, Woody Pop.
Huh.
Woody Pop.
Woody Pop was
I haven't
never
played Woody Pop.
on the Master System, even though it was supposed to be. And
What was overseas, or is it the Mark III?
yeah, so I'd be interested to see those two side by side too, to see what the differences are.
Between what?
And then Mark III and Mark III Woody Pop versus Game Gear Woody Pop.
Game Gear Woody Pop has a smaller screen size, and more colors.
And then I got a complete copy of this one where it was just a disc, but
Yeah.
figured
Nice.
I'd up the ante, and I decided I'm not going to do single discs. So since you're giving me shit about it,
Excellent. Excellent. Everything's going according to plan.
alrighty,
Yeah,
that's
it.
all I got for tonight.
Okay. Undo Oz.
All right. So I picked up the 3-pack
Nice.
Saturn, but it came with everything, all of the pack-in stuff. Although it is missing Virtual Cop, which, interestingly enough, I picked up Virtual Cop at the flea market several months ago. So I've got a complete set with that. And today, Mech Warrior 2 and was it High Octane for the Saturn. And then Zippy Race for the Mark III.
I took his
Nice.
top off.
And
Mark III?
I have a Japanese Master System, which it's just a Mark III that looks like our
Master System.
Master System. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty
And,
sure you could also make an adapter. Maybe. Would have to research that.
For Mark III or for Master System to Mark III, I've already got one. I just need to get a case for it. Because there's supposed to be some hardware difference that makes it so it can't go the other way, unfortunately. But because the Japanese Master System has FM built in as well as the 3D. But Predator 2, Loose,
My Master System has FM.
COD. Well, you can do the FM mod, but
It's also not that hard to do. It's really like soldered 2 or 3 wires.
yeah.
Ducks.
Ew.
So you're just collecting loose carts then, Owaz, any region?
I'm just collecting any region.
Yeah.
Because I got Golden Axe Warrior Loose came from Israel, along with a few other games, Outrun 3D. But Master of Darkness, which is the closest thing to Castlevania that you have on the Master System.
Can I have that?
I know GameSack did an episode with that in it.
I want Master of Darkness, dude.
Jurassic Park, which is actually pretty fun. Asterix. And then
That Master System haul.
yeah. Wolfchild.
Nice.
Oh, sweet, dude.
The cart looks like it's almost brand new.
Let's see it. Let's see the cover of that again.
Well, there's Wolfchild.
Wolfchild.
Dude, that's cool, man.
I played all of these a little bit last night. Oh no, except for there's more. 2 that aren't really that impressive, but it was $5 for the 2 of them. Trivial Pursuit and Super Monaco GP2. And one that's like a odd version of soccer's Speedball.
And the second one for Genesis. No.
Yeah.
No.
Air Rescue. Desert Strike, which I didn't know, but there are certain PAL games that when they switch to 60 hertz have graphical issues. And
I can fix that for you.
Desert Strike and Predator 2 are among those. I just need a 50 to 60 hertz switch.
Yeah, I can
RoboCop
probably.
versus Terminator.
Didn't know they made a version of that for that.
Asterix and the Secret Mission. Tom and Jerry the movie. Transbot, which is a cartridge, but the US release was on a card. So I still need to get the card, but at least now I've got the game. Sonic the Hedgehog Chaos.
Sweet.
Super Space Invaders, which is a crazy Space Invaders. I need to hook up the trackball for that one. I think it might be a little bit more fun with the trackball. And then Ghouls and Ghosts Complete for the Master System.
I seen you playing that last night. So is that Space Invaders? Do they recommend on the back of it the trackball? Like, do they try to say, "Hey, use that peripheral with this"?
No, it's just a Sega control pad. But I just think it would be a good game to play with that.
Yeah, definitely. Sweet.
And I like using the trackball for different games.
You know what's funny, Owaz, is I look at Master System a lot on eBay, and I bet you I'm looking at stuff that you're bidding on too.
Well, I hope you're the one that picked up Golden Axe Warrior with a box for like $60.
I hate you right now.
No, that wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't either.
I already have
Yeah,
mine. I paid $100.
I
want Golden Axe Warrior. The
But
local shop had one.
for how much?
Like $120 or something. Actually,
Yeah.
no, it was like $200 because it was boxed.
Oh, complete?
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it may have been missing a manual, but
I know. But I have an issue. If I'm looking at stuff on eBay and it's like, oh, you know what, that's a good price for that. Well, I'll go ahead and start bidding on it, and that's why I have two Power Strikes.
Yeah, dude, do you ever find yourself like overly getting drawn into it? Like,
That's how I ended up with these 20 Master System games.
Do you ever get the wife yelling at you? Is what I'm saying.
No.
I do, dude. I have, not recently, but I have.
I actually I probably need to tell her. I was like, you know, it's okay if for you to tell me no, I don't need to get that. But no, she's pretty cool. She knows that I like it, and she's supportive of it. The bad thing is when I take her and my daughter to the flea market, or when we were at the Southern Fried Gaming Expo, they're starting to get games. Like, I don't want to spend money on that one.
Yeah.
Let's get this one.
Well, I mean, like I'll do some crazy shit. Like, what's the most recent one I got? I haven't got it yet. Is Alf. I picked it up at PRGE for $35, card only, but I got the whole cartridge and manual now for $78.
see, I'm like one of those people that won't rebuy games once I have them, so I have very little duplicates. I've almost never bought a duplicate.
Alf does not have very many listings, and the price has gone way up on it.
It's crazy.
And I want the case. You know,
here's a box of duplicates for Master System.
Hey man, I think we could have a chat here in a minute. I need some Master System games.
I have
a few.
An Excel.
Sega CD copies too. Like if you want to trade Owaz.
Hey man, I will trade you modded console for Master System games.
We can talk, definitely. But that box was because I wanted this.
Yeah.
A Model 2. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever actually play it often.
Is it PAL?
No.
It's actually the NTSC version.
Yeah.
Because I had to take one of those that was a PAL version and make it NTSC. The sad bit is I kind of had to kill a Genesis to do it. But the Genesis was already dead, so all I had to do, because I wanted to swap the crystals over so it would work perfectly. I actually know the guy that owns it, which is funny. He's actually bought quite a few of my consoles that I've worked on. It's weird. Though that's like a local guy too, so it's kind of cool. Because I'll work on stuff for the store, so for like the local game store.
Yeah.
Helps me to like not have to spend as much money on games. Or like, just, makes money show up out of nowhere.
Not exactly out of nowhere, but
do you think you could fix a Elgato?
Depending on what's wrong with it.
Because I've been finding, I don't know, I've been finding them on eBay now, broken ones for like $20. And I really want to get an Elgato.
It depends on what's wrong with it. But keep in mind, I may also need another Elgato in order to fix an Elgato.
Hey, you're the one that had one for sale, right?
No.
Oh.
Cody got excited there for a second.
I can sell you a cheap crap. Well, it's not exactly wasn't cheap. It was like $50 because I went with I got the an AverMedia DVD maker thing that's like S video input.
I don't need that. I don't need
It's
that.
not horrible, but I would have just bought a cheaper one.
No, I do
Oops.
want to get an Elgato. They're freaking expensive, dude. Used, they go for like 70, 80 bucks,
Yeah,
which is ridiculous.
it's really not though. But then again, I can see why you'd think that.
Yeah, because I'm cheap.
A lot cheaper than I am.
I know. Hey man, I never claimed to be rich. I can't do that.
That's okay. I'll be making engineering money in about a year and a half.
You pimp.
Engineering money with no other mouths to feed.
You know,
That's the key.
Hopefully in the year I might be making a better living wage, I should say. I mean, like, you know, EMT contracts, I think they make decent, but got to deal with a lot of crap too, you know, like I'm already getting weird slideshows and things you're going to see, you know.
Be warned.
You're gonna see some really grotesque stuff. I could not stomach it. I can barely stomach going into a hospital.
Well, see, like my main purpose of doing it is like, you know, I fight fire in the summer and like I wanted to get EMT qualified, you know, for that.
Yeah, that probably helps with that.
Elgato HD Pro. I'm trying to find a good
See,
price.
I'm lazy and decided that I'd rather just, sit here and work on game consoles and other electronics.
I actually think it's cool, dude. I like
Well,
it.
I'm trying to move from working on game consoles to making stuff because I can make a lot more money through making and selling stuff than I can through tinkering with other people's stuff.
Modding and repairing.
Yeah, because people don't want to pay for it. Who would have thought?
That's why I don't have a modded Game Gear.
I can
With the
tell you
Will
an-
screen.
Yeah, I can do that. I've only
Yeah.
done a
Hey,
couple of them.
Problem is paying for it.
when you get the game, the Elgato, do you have to input a special code for the software or anything, or is it just let you download it?
I think you just can download it.
Okay.
So I think it detects it. The software detects whether or not you have the Elgato. Because I've had issues, probably 2 or 3 times where it was just didn't want to detect it.
Yeah.
And
I was just curious because I know. Sorry, I was just curious because I know when I bought my like my Roxio HD Pro, I used it when we streamed on the Extra Life, and that thing you had to actually have a serial key to get their software to use it to unlock it.
They may not have had their software locked down, but that actually brings up a question. Was it the Extra Life stuff? That's still running, right? People can still donate to that?
I would assume so, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're doing that until January, first week of January.
Because I was going to donate some bits to it. Somebody said that they could be transferred over or something. But by the time I got back, or I left that Saturday afternoon for a bunch of stuff, and then I didn't get on the computer until late on Saturday or Sunday, and it was already over.
Message Musty since he was in it, or Deej13, right?
Well, this sucks.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known this N64 controller had a chewed up cord.
That's unfortunate.
I know. And it's one of the nice friggin' watermelon colored ones.
Yeah, but you can swap out the cable.
It won't have the right colored plug then.
You can't pop the cover off.
It's
Very
probably
careful.
welded together.
I've never tried to take one apart, so at least that end.
Yeah, I don't know how to get this into part either.
An X-Acto knife run across it 100 times on each side.
Jeez.
Nope, not doing that. Not about that. Whatever. I'm just gonna sell it as is. I'll just say that the cord has some problems with it, but it should still work.
Well, how much of it is exposed? How much of the wiring is exposed?
Well, the wiring's exposed, but none of it looks cut. Like, it's got a bunch of holes in it.
Question is, did somebody leave it out and a mouse got to it, or just from rough use?
I do not know, but there's a couple spots that are really rough looking, but it looks like all the wires are fine.
Test it out and put some heat wrap on it.
I could do that, but I'd have to probably take the controller apart and remove it from the controller end.
So you could slide them on.
Yep, actually, that's a good idea. So I should probably go plug this console up and then test that out. And then if it does work, I will go. I have tons of heat shrink, so I have plenty to stick on the tube. Hopefully, it's the right color. Yes, I have plenty of this nice black color.
Hi, Musty.
How's it going?
It goes.
That's good.
Let's go test this. I'll be back in a minute.
Yep.
Hi, Musty. I'm just, processing stuff to get on eBay.
Aha.
Would you like an HDMI modded in 64?
If you're trading that for Master System and games, maybe.
Are you trying to get rid of your Master System?
Eric's not here, so I can say that I am okay with parting with it for the right.
I've already seen that once before.
I know you have, and it's worked great.
What games you got, dude?
I have 19 games.
That's more than I have.
There's still some I need. I'm collecting, so if, you should let me know what you got, Musty.
Yeah,
Although I'm currently in the I need to sell stuff to go to MagFest. So
I see. I get it.
Who wants to go to MagFest?
Not I.
Who's got the money to go to MagFest?
Not I.
Hey, I don't have the money and I'm still going. I just bought parking today. My MagFest total is at $145. I'm not even at MagFest yet, and I spent $145. I don't even have a hotel room.
That's not including tickets?
That the tickets are $75 for the weekend pass. That's the only thing you can buy now is their weekend pass for $75. And then it's like let's see, 3 days I managed to get into the cheap parking lot, and then Saturday was already sold out. So I just bought 3 days of the cheap parking lot, 1 day of the more expensive parking lot. Which okay. If I can't find anybody to sleep on the floor, literally, I will sleep on your hotel room floor and be okay with it. So if I can't find anybody that wants to let me do that, I'm probably just gonna, drive back and forth all 3 days. It's only an hour and a half each way, so I don't really care.
I say you should ask Duke, but that's him and Tara's.
I'm not trying to impose on them.
Weekend, so.
I'm not trying to impose on them, so they can't have,
a weekend.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
I'll see them enough throughout the weekend.
You don't want to see any more?
No.
Moving on. How you doing, Musty?
Good timing. Let's go test this in 64. I'll be back in about, I don't know, 5 minutes.
In a little bit.
Time. So what have you been up to?
My parents were in town this weekend. We had Christmas stuff going on, so I have some things that came out of that. But what else is going on? I don't know. Not a whole lot.
Winding down for the year.
Yeah, kind of. Saturday starts Friday's my last day of work for the year, so That's exciting.
Yeah, tomorrow's my last day. Super excited. Gonna be a long day.
Yeah, that's when I churned out my 10 games beaten in 10 days. It was this time last year that I did that. I don't think I'm going to go to that level again, but and some of those were fairly short beats, but it was still like that was tough. Or maybe it was around Thanksgiving. It might have been around Thanksgiving, but even so, it was an extended stretch of vacation, which was funny how that was just weeks ago, and it's like I'm looking forward to another one. But that's just how it goes. But no, other than that, things are good. But Matt, I saw you announce that this was going to be the last Hangout for the year.
Yeah, and people really came out for it. Yeah, but it's just with how it falls. We talked about it a week or two ago already.
That's okay. We can have Hangout on Christmas.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to make it on Tuesday. So.
Unless we do like some kind of magic scheduling Thursday Hangouts or something.
Yeah.
Probably not going to be a whole lot of a demand for it.
It'd be a special edition of Hangouts.
Could be.
Xmas edition.
We'll see.
Yeah, if there's demand for it, maybe, but
with Christmassy goodness for all the little boys and girls.
I think I just did my Christmassy goodness.
I've been contemplating picking up streaming myself. I was honestly thinking about doing some of that during that stretch of time off, just to kind of get a feel for it. So in the off chance that there's not a need for, maybe we just decide that there isn't going to be a Hangout, then maybe there's still that if people are inclined to.
I have streaming
in
stuff.
that capacity, but
yeah, it's just people are going to be busy, and
yeah, of course,
probably
I should probably try streaming again. Maybe play something a bit more exciting than Xenosaga.
Sure.
I see Double Dragon.
You need to play East with the trackball.
Why would you torture yourself like this?
On which account?
Yeah, God, I just thought about that finally. It was like the mashing into people combat, trying to get that to work with a trackball. God, that's probably not fun.
This is a man.
Pretty fun. Because you can just steamroll into them. You just throw the ball, and you just charge into them.
See, that doesn't sound like it has very much control.
It depends on how hard you move it. It actually has pretty fine control. You can
Finer than the actual controller?
probably not that, or it might be because I've got it where I can just turn in a little circle, at least with East. So,
it like with any alternate controller, it just depends on what game you're using it on.
yeah, and how used to it you are.
Yeah.
I mean,
like stuff like Centipede and everything, obviously, that's what it's designed for. So
it's well for Centipede. That's why I'm thinking it might work well for Super Space Invaders.
yeah, that would probably work.
This isn't easy to fix either. I can't get them on from this, the heat shrink on from this end either without cutting it.
Oh, does it have a big
Connector? Yeah. I mean, I could cut it and then splice the wires back together. It's not too difficult. But it would be nice to heat shrink the wires on this controller because this cord looks like garbage. And considering I'm trying to charge like $400+ for this console.
you want it to look top notch.
Yeah. Anyway, back to streaming and Musty's topic on that. It's fine.
My bad.
Yeah, I've been weighing some things about content creation in 2019, and
Everybody's
something-
just moving to Twitch, man.
Well, it's just
Plus, YouTube is screwing people.
well, there is that. I mean, if they're not going to surface you, then you know,
If
what
you're
are you
not
supposed, what are you
monetized,
supposed
they
to
won't
do?
surface
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
If you're not
and-
monetized, you're not going to get anything on YouTube anymore.
right. And so I was thinking, like, even if I am inclined to do like game reviews, I still have to play the game. And so if I'm going to play the game, why not let people watch while I play the game and talk? You know, like make those things social instead of,
Well,
you know, like
cut the cord off.
Good for you. Carry on.
Sorry.
yeah,
I love it, dude. I love it. I
I don't know.
A
I'm
lot.
talking to a guy on eBay right now, and he's got the same, history as I have, like, just the amount of feedback and all that. We're about the even. And he's trying to tell me how to deal. And it's like, dude, I know what I'm doing when I'm working a deal here, buddy. I just think it's hilarious. He's trying to tell me how to, first things first, let me tell you how this works. And it's like, you don't tell me how this works, dude. I tell you what I want, and either you do it or you don't. Sorry, I'm a little flamed now. I'm a little flamed.
Yeah.
I need a drink.
People who let you make an offer, but
Then get annoyed when you do.
yeah, it automatically rejects it unless it's like $5 less than what they're offering it at. It's like, why do you even have that? Oh, and I hate the automatic email you get. How badly do you want?
yeah.
Oh, the
Oh,
biggest problem
the
I
guilt trip, right? Like,
being
That's it.
someone
No,
who sells
it's
on eBay,
aggravating.
Well, the
someone
thing
who
that I'm
sells on
like-
eBay, the thing that pisses me off a lot is, okay, let's say I have something listed for $300, right? If you come to me and offer me like $150 for it, my first response is fuck you.
Hey, you know what? I do that. I do that kind of shit because I test the waters. Because sometimes you got people that way mark shit up and they know they do. And at that moment, they may need money or need to offload some shit because they're getting too much. And sometimes I've scored out big by doing that. So I mean,
or they've been sitting on it. They've been sitting on it for a while, and it's like, look, finally somebody's even willing to throw me an offer on it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking on modded consoles where I've had like
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
at
that's
least
not,
that much into the damn thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
They
not what
want
you
me
want
to
to do
take
that on.
all my profit. Like, okay,
Well-
if it's like a game or something, I can understand it. But if
Yeah,
you're
that's what he's
like
talking
doing
about.
that to modded consoles, I'm not going to have any like. I'm not going to be nice.
Well, the thing that I'm seeing that people are doing too lately is they're trying to, they'll have more than one item going that's the same, like he'll have Sega CD games or something, and I'll go and bid on them, and I'll say, well, you combine shipping, and then they're like, no, and then they'll have like $7 shipping, and it's like, there's no reason you cannot put those in a United States Postal Service medium flat rate box for $13 and send me a half dozen of those or 8 of them or whatever will fit in there.
Yeah.
Instead you want to try to be like, oh no, I want $7 for each one too. It's like, that's bullshit, bro.
They don't have to pay eBay out of any part of the shipping and
Yeah.
handling costs. And
Yeah.
So eBay kind of
Actually, the way eBay works is for shipping and handling on sellers, the person who sells the item has to pay 10% of whatever the buyer pays for it, including shipping and handling and any other stuff the buyer has to pay.
When did they
They
change?
just take a straight 10. They just take a straight 10 now. Back in the day,
Yep.
eBay used to
Straight up
call
10%.
shipping. They used to take a cut of the shipping back in the day until they changed.
No, they take a straight 10% of whatever you sell. Whatever
Yes.
the buyer gives you is what eBay will take 10%.
Wow.
So
But
say you list something for $450,
I mean, dude,
you can
back
expect eBay to take 45 to 50 bucks.
15 years ago when I did eBay, you could list your own shipping price. They didn't make you list a shipper and figure out calculation in that. They used to just be like, you could straight up say, okay, I think this is going to cost $30 to ship this. You could put $30 down and they would agree to that.
Well, that might be because the
You can
post
still
office
do that.
changed how areas are figured out. So you need to know a weight in the area because it varies from where you are in the U.S.
Yeah.
Well, if you can still set your own shipping rate, that'd be, I mean, It
Well, I
doesn't
mean,
matter.
you can pick whatever. If you want to pick media mail, you can pick media mail, but
Video
Right.
games do not classify as media mail, and the
I
U.S.
know.
Postal
I
Service.
know they don't.
The U.S. Postal Service reserves the right to open up any media mail packages. If they have video games inside of them, they will be shipped right back to your damn door or
Yeah.
confiscated, and you will never see them again.
Personal experience?
Yeah, Yoshi has feelings on Postal Service.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Dude, I just use the flat rate boxes. I either use a small one for a single item or medium rate box, and large will fit, stuff in them
If
too.
it's a very light item, that's not a good idea.
Dude, you get insurance with that. You get 2-day delivery, so you know it gets to them and it has tracking. To me, I think it's the best way to go for me. Because I mean, you got to figure if that gets lost and they say that you lost it, you got to refund all that money too. Like, I mean, you don't know. Like me, I've had stuff going where okay, I'm working to get this, so I'm selling this, and as soon as that sells, I'm buying that other shit off that guy on eBay. Like I had a guy do that to me out of New York. I sold him a Sega CD combo, and then he sent it back to me, and he'd cracked it open and been fucking with it. And it pissed me off because I had to send him back like $150.
After he fucked with it.
Yeah, and I couldn't argue it. I couldn't.
Well,
And I had to pay the shipping. Guy was just being a douchebag.
they'll do that, man. People are assholes. This is why I'm trying to get away from selling on eBay because the buyer's always right.
But I've had good experience with eBay too. I mean, like I've made some pretty awesome offers. Like that Black Hole Assault I showed you earlier. I got that for $7 complete, and then you go and look at another complete copy with a more beat up box than that, and they want like
more.
$30.
Yeah.
So I was like, hell yeah, I scored good on that one.
Did you guys all do your pickups already?
Yeah.
Yeah, Oaz had the most with a nice Master System haul.
Sweet. I have a couple things.
Hold on, Musty. They were making fun of me for wanting to collect loose Sega CD games, so it looks like yours are out of the picture now.
And by
You're no longer interested?
By they, he means Yoshi.
I mean, why would you? You can burn loose Sega CD games.
Moving on. Yoshi, dude.
Until the feds come.
The feds aren't
Musty,
going
do your
to come.
pickups.
I'll shut up and get back to heat shrinking the stupid controller cord.
Okay.
Which I then have to figure out how to reconnect.
So, first thing, I got this from my sister and my brother-in-law. This is a Pac-Man
Nice.
Ghost Light, and it is USB powered, and apparently color changes to music.
Oh my word!
Wank, wank, wank,
So,
wank, wank.
I haven't tried that yet. I will though. They gave me my question block a couple of years ago, so they seem to like to get me lighting. The next thing I picked up, I picked that up.
Ew.
Oh,
Boo.
stop it! I've been playing it with my son. My son loves it, and we've had a good time. Except when he plays a character that's small, and then he loses track of where he is very easily. He will. When he's Bowser or Donkey Kong or King K. Rool, he's fine. Because I haven't unlocked Ridley yet. I bet he'll want to be Ridley once we do that. But then I got the SN30.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
So I can finally not use PS3 controllers on my Pi. That would be nice. So, and I know they just released like a new model of these, right?
Yeah, with like the grip, probably.
I think I don't know, but
Actually, I think they upgraded the
there was something that they
they made a new version of this one.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, they added motion and such to that.
Gotcha. Yeah, so this is Switch compatible, has motion controls in it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh.
It also has the share button on there.
Oh, how about that? Okay.
Speaking of which, I need Switch controllers.
Well, this one is mine. And then the last gaming related thing that I got is the Ultimania Archive Volume 1. Volume 2 just came out today. By the way, so
the good Final Fantasy games.
They're good Final Fantasy games.
you're just
Yoshi is a hard guy to please. You know
you're just
that?
gonna start there, aren't you?
My question is: there are good Final Fantasy games? Raz.
Mystic Quest.
Is not in here. But
That's
this
not a real
book,
Final
this book
Fantasy
is
game.
incredible. Lots of concept art, even down to like sprite mapping. Like this is from it's that thing that goes on the back cover. Like here's like sprite data. Like, you can really like get down to like the individual components of each of the like player characters, and they got concept art and find a good one. Yeah, like individual, like
K-Sauce.
I'm sure this is riveting for Ryan.
He looks oh so bored.
Yeah, but yeah, so I got this one. I'm hoping because the second edition, which has 7, 8, and 9 on it, just came out today, and then the one that has 10 through 13. Don't finish your sentence. The one that has 10 through 13 is coming in March, I think, February or March. I would like to have them all.
I was just gonna say the second one sounds like it has 2 of 3 good games.
You're gonna get it, dude.
My question is: how many 13s does it have in it?
I don't know.
That's a good point there.
Well, the third one's probably total garbage.
The third book.
Yes, it probably only has like. Sorry, I'm
I
very
like
harsh
10.
on. Okay, 10's okay, 12's okay. After that, no. Just
Looking
no.
at the hold on. Your lists. I just want to see what's in that third book, because now that you've got my
Final Fantasy Type 0 in any of those? Or
You
any
know,
of the spin-offs?
I'd
volume
probably
3.
be less harsh on 8 if I could actually understand the story. Because it did not
So-
make any sense to me.
Isn't
so-
not understanding the story half the fun of RPGs?
No.
Moving
Yeah, so
on. Go ahead,
volume 3, which comes out in April, has 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. I assume it's just the first of the 13 series. Or maybe they added some other components to include that. But they have both of the MMOs on there for those who are interested in such a thing, Yoshi. And
Final Fantasy 11.
it's in that book.
I lost years of my life to that damn game.
I know.
Never.
So wouldn't you want to look at concept art from damn game?
Hell no. I don't want anything to do with that game anymore. I do not want to get sucked back into an online RPG. Never again.
14's pretty good.
Sure. And then you will never see me again. And then
Yeah,
I'm not wait for the, but that would be a good thing.
Depends. You have more tech talk to go over?
Ryan might appreciate what I'm currently doing.
He is messing with me before.
Shrug.
But it has something to do with N64.
Ryan, just so you know,
I had to
the
fix the cord.
McRib is sold out up here.
Ew.
I think it's out of season now. I haven't seen it advertised anymore.
I'm sad.
So you gotta get as many in as possible during the season.
I only had 3.
Step your McRib game up.
Should check and see if the local scalpers have any.
I wonder how many
Fresh
We got-
McRib, lightly used.
freeze dried McRib. Add water.
Ooh. Like astronaut ice cream, but McRib.
Yep.
Ugh.
I was gonna leave for a minute before that, but now I definitely am. I'll be back.
I think we just grossed him out with meat.
Oh, jeez.
It's not the meat specifically; it's the context of the meat.
Think about it, McRib. Go to
Yeah,
sleep thinking about it.
I'll be back.
Speaking of which, I have not eaten McDonald's in a long, long time, and I don't plan on doing so anytime soon.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's good.
It's hit and miss. The only thing I like at McDonald's is the Big Mac. I don't like the fries.
My school makes a pizza that tastes like Big Mac.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Not really. Put Thousand Island Thousand Island rest. Damn it! Put Thousand Island dressing down as the pizza sauce. Add some cheese, some American cheese. Use American cheese instead of mozzarella. Add lettuce, pickles, a little bit of onion, some ground beef. Bam! Gonna taste like a Big Mac.
Ugh.
I know. It sounds gross, doesn't it?
It does.
It's because it is gross.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's gross.
Not loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm hating it. Even being back on meat, I refuse to eat McDonald's.
Back on meat.
Yeah, man. I was a vegetarian for like, I don't know, a long time. Bad things happened. I refuse to ever be a vegetarian again. Granted, bad things happened. I think I'm just gonna desolder these old
Chicken
ones.
isn't meat, right?
No,
Man,
it's
chicken
foul.
is like that tasty bird stuff.
Ugh.
You filthy rich nobles, you. It's filthy rich noble food is what it is.
Not anymore.
You know what the funny part is? Since medieval times, things have like swapped. Okay? Because in medieval times, what you would currently consider like fancy posh food was
Chicken.
peasant food. And what you would consider peasant food now was the fancy posh food. They switched. Because the highly processed stuff is now basically like peasant food, common food, and like the unprocessed whole grain, made from all like, it switched. It's funny.
It's because it's cheaper to make the highly processed stuff. Somebody figured out how to monetize it.
Dude, man, this freaking guy, he messaged me back. He's kind of being a dick, so I'm not even gonna respond to him. Fuck that shit.
What did you do? Lowball the fuck
He
out of
just-
him?
No, talking about his shipping, man. And he's like, absolutely understand your POV. And then he goes into his rebuttal about it already. And then he talks about how much his shipping is versus what I talk about. And yes, it costs more the way he does it. And he would not even consider using the box that I suggested. Yeah, I don't even want to talk to the guy.
Does he use like gold foil tape?
Well, I don't know. He's just saying like with his shipping discount he gets. So, I mean, with his shipping discount, he's already getting, and I'm suggesting a box for him to use that is fairly cheap to send like maybe 7 items in. And he's turning that down to send it at a more expensive rate on my end. So it's like, dude, what is your shipping discount even doing? You're trying to make money on it, on the shipping itself.
Mhm.
I don't like that. It's like, screw that, dude.
Yeah,
Gotta make her happy
him
buck.
talking about his discount and not passing it on to you is a poor business decision.
Yeah.
It is for him. I can tell you that because I was looking at buying some stuff and I'm not interested now. Screw it. Screw the guy. Musty, let's talk about your CDs you got laying around.
Right over there.
Are you selling or keeping?
Sega CD. I'm not in a position where I want to move them just
Okay.
yet.
I didn't know because you
Yeah.
had those discs from that deal and you never said. So I want that
Well,
after.
I mean, like I know there's at least two of them that are like these are not going anywhere, and they're probably the two that you're most interested in.
Afterburner?
No, Night Trap and Final Fight.
Oh no. I am interested in those, but I don't know. I get attached on the series games like Afterburner,
Sure.
I've yet to collect the Afterburner for 32X or the one for Sega CD, so but Afterburner was on Master System, Afterburner 2 on Genesis, so that's all I think.
I'll take a look. I'll give it the honest look through. Because I'm looking this year at I want to make sure that I can hit both of the conventions that I want to hit, and then there will be we're in the planning stages for a C3 to happen in 2019 as well. So obviously, if I am assisting in planning, I should probably be there. So
what is C3? Weren't you guys saying Portland?
I don't know who said Portland.
Please no.
Somebody said Portland at one point. I don't know if it was during the stream.
That is. Portland is way too far away from me.
Well,
If
if
that confirmation he's not going.
well, when I mention where it may be, it will basically be in his backyard. So,
Well, Yoshi didn't come when it was even that far for him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I had health issues.
that's fair.
I got better.
I got
I got better.
I couldn't walk for a month. I got better.
Yeah. We're so unofficial. So for all the millions that are watching us in the chat, this is not official yet, but TMG might be the location.
Too many
We're-
games.
Yep. That's at
I
least
take
what
it you guys decided it was easier to just like tag on the back of some other con.
well, we just wanted it to be close to you so that you could be there.
So sweet.
But yes, I mean that's not that's not too far of a stretch of the reality of it. But I don't know. We're still trying to figure out stuff. So it's early, and Travis is with baby. So, but
Well, early is like like for me, I gotta know what's going on. I'm still trying to figure out Midwest Classic. You're talking
Sure.
TMG, right?
well, Too Many Games is in July, late June, July.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
something
about that
else.
time.
Where's that at?
Philadelphia. It's a really good convention, by the way. Although
June
all
June
3
21st
days,
to 23rd is
Going
when
all-
that show is. Yes.
going
Sorry.
all 3 days isn't exactly worth it because it's literally just a giant game hall. Pretty much. There's not very
You
much
should have
else
seen us in
going on.
Portland, man.
Dude, that's the one Mark Bustler goes to, I think. If that's it, I think I definitely want to go.
I mean, you guys probably enjoy it, so. Oh crap! Where?
But if I do that one, I can't go to Midwest. There's just no way I can swing it that fast. I'm not money bags.
That's
I'm not
why.
money bags like you guys.
Well, that's why we will want to get the word out sooner than later. But like, I now have the wife convinced that she wants to go back to Portland on an annual basis, and that is perfect. So I don't want to like lose that momentum.
Shoot, that's what I've been doing with MagFest every year. Well, heck, that's when I go and see Mark every year.
Dude, is that the
Duke.
one that Mark Bustler goes to, though? Do you know, Yoshi?
He's talking
No
about Duke.
idea.
He
Classic
says Mark.
Game
He's
Room?
talking about Duke.
Yeah,
I'm talking
sorry.
about Classic Game Room.
No idea. Didn't see him when I went there 2 years ago.
I get a feeling the Classic Game Room is not a MagFest. Like I don't know.
Dude, I don't think those guys go out to many of these things. I'd be surprised. Come on.
No, I was talking about TMG. I think that's the one that he goes to.
Maybe?
Mark Bustler, Classic Game Room.
I don't know, man. I don't follow many of the YouTubers. Not anymore.
Well, let's look at. Hold on, maybe we can find their website from last year. If he was there, he'd be probably on like the featured list, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know,
he wasn't.
He's
I don't
not
think
like
he
your
was.
average everybody freaking YouTuber. He's like
he's
old
on
school.
he's on Amazon Prime, isn't he? Isn't his
Yeah.
stuff on Amazon now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's no longer on YouTube because he lost monetization for some reason.
Yeah,
Truxton.
he was tired of their policies. He lost out on money, and he puts on a pretty good production. I think that he does go to that show, dude.
Oh, Base Guy says he goes to a con in Pittsburgh in July.
Oh,
Hey, base guy, can I sleep on your living room floor?
okay. Thanks, Base Guy. You badass. Thank you.
Please. Would rather drive like, I mean, you wouldn't even have to pay for parking. I already bought parking. We could carpool.
He's really trying, folks.
Hey, man, if it means I don't have to drive like,
3 hours round trip every day.
Yeah, I'd rather drive an hour round trip every day. Well, an hour and a half the first day and then an hour each day after that.
You've got mail.
No, because now I'm thinking, man, if we're gonna go to that Philly thing, I need to definitely figure out trainer.
I don't think too many.
Car.
Okay, with too many games, I'm trying to remember. I don't think the passes to get in were that expensive. For like a 3-day or 2-day pass or whatever. But the games, they're all con priced, so you won't find as many deals as you'd hope.
I mean, con price at Portland was better this year than it had been in previous years.
Yeah, the thing about
I thought it was good.
I thought Portland was priced well.
Yeah.
But we also weren't going for the insane stuff. Not all of us.
I go, and the only thing I give a damn about is RPGs.
Right.
Well, I also found
We should
the
get you a
hunting hole right
t-shirt.
away too.
We should get you a t-shirt, Yoshi. The only
yeah?
thing I care about are RPGs. And have you wear it to a convention.
And on the
That'll
back,
probably-
all the sellers will look at you and go, "Oh, money."
yeah, and on the back, do you want an N64? Do you want a modded N64 on the back? What color?
Hey, man, Ryan can vouch for my modded N64s. Aren't they awesome, Ryan?
Yep.
Don't you enjoy the hell out of it?
Yep. I made you go the extra distance with mine. Making it RGB and HDMI and universal without having to cut and juggle in the cartridge slot.
So did you get the replacement?
Yeah, it's only like 10. It's only like $10, the universal cartridge slot. So
See, I'm a cheap ass. I'll just Dremel that shit out.
it's like $10, and you don't have to worry about shavings and whatnot.
So it's savings versus shavings.
Exactly.
I'll go with shavings. Thank you very much.
So yeah. So
Man sells
Again,
$400
I'm-
N64.
I'm trying to budget to make sure that I can hit the things that I want to hit in 2019, and one of those I'm a sure thing at, which is Midwest, because it's 2 tanks of gas basically, and then Portland. I just need to make sure that I can make that happen.
Shoot. Can't even tell anybody open this controller up. Hell you.
Ooh, does it have the grease ridge on the side?
I mean,
Oh, you're talking about that.
I went and fixed up all the little holes in the cord with some nice heat shrink. So you can tell somebody opened this controller up. I'm just going to put in the listing that the controller had holes in the cord, but it still worked. So I heat shrunk the cord back up. Hey, it's better than leaving it how it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unless you wanted to cannibalize a cord from another controller, that'd be the only other option, right?
Yeah, but then I don't have this nice pink plug, watermelon colored plug.
Can't you pop the casing off of that?
I don't know how, and not easily.
Ah, okay.
There looks to be like a little spring thing in here, but I'll probably snap it, breaking it off, taking it off, and that's just not worth it to me. It was easier to just cut off this thing and then solder wires directly to the board. Because I don't even know why they bothered with that damn thing, because you don't need it. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I should go test. Actually, wait, I don't have to be back in 5 minutes. I can just test this here. No, I can't because I don't have a game. Damn it.
Yes, no, yes, no.
No.
That crossed my mind. Yeah.
You want another N64, Ryan?
For free?
No, $450.
No. Pass.
I was gonna say I give you all my Master System and the system and the phaser and my current 64.
There you go, Yoshi. You're in luck. That's a deal.
What am I going to do with all that crap?
What are you talking about? You were saying you wanted a Master System.
I have one. For certain Cartridge Club that we haven't seen in years.
NJ Retro?
Huh?
NJ
Paul.
Retro?
Are you saying
No,
talking about Paul?
Oh. We see that jabroni every once in a while.
Get out of here.
He sneaks in.
It's because we keep playing disc-based games.
My cat's like, why are you shooing me out of here? I don't want to leave. I want to stay. Why, Dad? Why? Why must you be so mean?
Looking at the PlayStation holiday deals at the moment. That's why I know when that ends.
I
think they're doing multiple weeks.
Is Celeste on sale? Celeste on sale?
Can gander.
The
Fiddy talked about getting Castlevania earlier. So
yeah,
it kind of intrigued me to look because it's $10 US. That's tempting because I don't know if it's getting a physical release. I don't think it is.
Ends Christmas morning.
Celeste does not appear to be on sale. It was recently, but not now.
Gotcha. I missed my window then. Or maybe it just wasn't a big enough discount for me, so I said, meh.
I grabbed Sprint Vector yesterday, but I don't think that's on sale anymore.
But cat lateral damage.
Oh, that's always on sale. I think it's the only game in one of the sales that I didn't try to buy.
For those unaware, you play as a cat, and your goal is to knock things off of like tables and stuff. And it's in VR.
Riveting.
And it's like $3, and I still didn't care.
I watched a review, and it said that the tracking is not that good. Like it's vomit inducing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, Sprint Vector is on sale. It's
Did you try it yet?
No.
Come here, Pip. Come here, girl. Tell me. Come here. Come here, you little sass pot. Come here.
God of War is down to 28.
Did you just call your cat a sasspot?
Yeah, she's not a very friendly cat, but she tries to be at times. Come here.
I think I've seen Bubsy even cheaper than $7.99 on here before. I think it was down to like $5, and I still passed on it.
Which one?
The new one for the
Are you
PS4.
kidding, dude? That game is pimp. You need to get that shit. $5? Man, why pass that up, dude? Giving it a
What
bad.
could possibly go wrong?
It's not, yeah.
So much could go wrong.
That game's
So much.
the original Bubsy scarred me as a child. Scarred me.
I was a Bubsy fan, so I mean that's
game
why I
sucked.
just feel like people are too rough on it.
The game sucked. That's why.
The first Bubsy sucked.
Yes.
You're crazy.
No, I'm realistic.
We know this, though, right? Yeah.
Wait.
Crazy.
How long have you
What
known
is
me?
Proving
I'm
crazy.
not
Yes.
crazy.
Taking a little wick damage there.
Ooh,
Wicked electronics.
here we go. Here's the buy of the sale. Utaware Rumono Mask of Deception and Truth bundle.
Ugh.
Is that a
Didn't somebody
Koei
actually-
game?
That's Joe's game. No, that's the
The sleep simulator, or the one that
Sleep
puts you to,
simulator,
the,
that's
one that
right.
puts you to, the one that puts you to sleep?
It's Atlas. So
Yeah. Well, it's gotta be good then.
that's right.
I want to look at the spelling of this just so I can try and pronounce it.
Shantae's Risky Revenge is on sale.
Dude,
Life is Strange Before the Storm is $6.79.
I got to play Anthem
You can't talk about it though, right?
in the alpha. I don't see what I'm doing wrong. Not showing anything.
So why didn't anybody tell me we were playing a decent game this month?
You are
should
hilarious.
check the Twitter feed every once in a while.
He's
It's on the
hilarious.
forum. It's on the. We announced it in the Q Dog house,
Mhm.
and
We talked about it on the Hangout.
The what?
The thing you are currently on.
That's the Hangout?
Yoshi,
Anyway.
you have time.
dude, you can finish that in 45 minutes. Go.
Uh,
I suck at that
Chris
game.
Chris did it in what, 12?
Can I play the new game?
If you
Who
want.
did it in 12?
but
What are you talking? What?
I thought Chris did it like in 12 minutes on difficult or something like that. Base guy.
Oh, base guy?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was 12 minutes. That seems.
I think he was glitching his way through though.
Oh well, that's.
I know. That's always one of the most disappointing things. 9 minutes, he said. That's always to me like when you watch Awesome Games Done Quick, when you find like glitches. I don't care for like the speed runs that are just like all glitch runs. I don't mind like I guess taking damage to make like a jump. You know, that would skip.
Sure. Damage boosting is one thing, but
Yeah, I don't like you know doing something to get through a wall that's to skip like the entire level. That's meh to me. That's not impressive to me. You know, timing something like taking damage to get maybe a jump up a stair so you save time as opposed to going up a ladder to the left and then going up to the right. You know, stuff like that's more impressive to me because that's not easy to do.
Darn it, base guy. That was disappointing to hear, dude.
Yeah. No glitching. No glitching. That's not a victory, that's cheating.
You know, there's I've seen people do that one. Or no, it's Strider. I'm thinking of Strider. There's a way you can do Strider really quick too by glitching it on the NES.
Yeah. that was a fun actually lesson to watch on Games Done Quick, like last winter, where the guy put a tutorial and the guy learned it faster than they expected. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna give this an hour time or something like that," because they didn't think that the guy was gonna pick it up so quick. And the guy was able to beat it like within, I think, 10 minutes of like learning how to do the drop. So,
guy put on a tournament, retro gaming live RGL TV on Twitch, and they did a tournament of that Strider dude. It was so fun too. Like the guys were commentating on it, like he does this and he does this. It was like the 3 guys running it all at once, and like if somebody went link dead in the middle, it would just be like, all right, he's done, and like it just they'd keep running the timer on him, and it just the way they presented it was really good. That's what you need to do there, Musty. Get a Cartridge Club doing a little tournament live.
A live tournament.
Yeah.
Well, everyone say hi to Cartridge Fun in the chat.
Hi,
Cartridge Fun.
Hello.
Games Done Quick is coming up again too. January 6th it starts.
2 days before when the next Hangout will probably be.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we'll have something to talk about.
Let's see some of the games on this list here. I can show a couple pickups here from because I wasn't on last week.
Sure.
I'll show you some a little bit behind, but I got some stuffs. I don't think I showed this one off, but I'm gonna show it right now. I used my $5 off at GameStop. I was hoping to go on sale, but my coupon was expiring, and I figured use it before it expires on something I want. So I bought the display for the PSVR. So it's pretty nice. I'm very happy with it. It charges the controllers and nice little mounting rack for your VR.
Smash. What version that is?
Of this guy?
Yeah.
The Power A. I guess it's just by Power A. I don't see a model number.
Okay. I can look for that then. Carry on.
Yeah, so then I picked up Smash Brothers that following Thursday. And the funny thing is Best Buy was doing a midnight East Coast release. So 11 o'clock they were opening the doors. And I was at a show, and I got there 10 minutes after 11, and the doors were already locked, and they had the place like closed up, and everyone was gone. And there's a couple of people working by the front register, and I kind of knocked on the door. I'm like, hey, I'm here to pick up my copy of Smash. And they're like, we're closed. The registers are gone. And I'm like, are you serious? It's only been 10 minutes. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, my copy's paid for, and it's paid in full. And they're like, did you buy it online? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, all right, we'll come in real quick. So they're like, as long as we don't have to open a registry, you can come in and get your copy. So that was a fun few minutes. And playing that a lot. And then I picked this up this week. It was on sale at GameStop, but it was sold out on their website. And every store I went to that had a new copy was opened, so I refused to buy it. And I went straight to Best Buy because they will price match. And I picked up Tetris Effect.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I've been playing that a little before it came on today. So, getting the beats.
So
in.
good.
It's pretty good.
So good.
It's pretty trippy. So. But yeah, that's all I got for now.
Yeah.
Wait till after Christmas.
Fitnat, have you played all the way through Journey mode yet?
No, because I've mostly been doing Beat Saber for the VR.
Oh, gotcha.
You get Astrobot yet?
Nope.
Started Joy on sale for like $20.
Yeah, I saw that. I have my fingers crossed for next week, and if it doesn't, then I'll pounce on it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
it's a good one. I need to finish that too. I don't have to worry about showering after I play that one.
Beat Saber's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling Musty about it earlier, though, but I saw that Rez, the people who made Tetris Effect, the physical copy on IM 8-bit, they're the people that have, I guess, the rights to distribute the physical copy of Rez right now. It's slightly on sale. It's only 10% off, but I think that's the only time you're going to get on sale, the physical release on sale. So if that matters to anybody, I might pick it up actually now because I kind of want to see it in 120 frames in VR. It's the only true way to play it. So I kind of want to see how it looks.
What was that again? What game?
Res?
Oh, Res in
Yeah.
VR, right?
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah,
you can play it on the PS4, but I believe it's like mostly designed for the VR.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I played it. It's awesome, dude. You literally got to like do 360 head, check. You got to look all the way around to play it.
Sounds interesting.
I don't even have that game yet. My buddy has it. I want to get that one. Thanks for reminding me. It's probably pretty cheap now, coming down at least. I wanted to get the vinyl too, man. That vinyl bundle they did for it because of the soundtrack, and freaking missed out on that cheap price, and now it's freaking like more than I want to spend.
What is with no one in Canada having good frickin' VR stands?
Check. This was only sold at GameStop, so maybe check EB Games to see if you can find it there.
Yeah.
Which one's is that? The Power A one?
Yeah. I really like this one a lot, though.
I want one that's not as tall. Well, the one that I'm looking at is
the Arc one with the LED light.
No. Let me find it on my wish list.
I can't believe someone who as tall as you must doesn't want something tall.
Well,
I'm the tallest person in this house. Not a VR stand's gonna beat me.
I want it to fit in these cubes, right? Like the cubes that I've got back here. I have that under my TV.
It probably should. It's about as tall as probably about a strategy guide.
Hold on. The one that I'm looking at is this one. I will screen share momentarily.
I still can't believe Cuphead hasn't gotten a physical release yet.
This one. That's the one I'm looking at. And you see there's actually a space in it for the it fits the breakout box.
Huh.
So the breakout box sits in here, and then it's got the blue LEDs, and then it charges the Move controllers, and that, yeah. It doesn't do the dual shocks, and it doesn't have a space for it doesn't have a spot for the aim controller. So that's the drawback. But
who's that by?
Puroma.
Puroma.
Yeah, it's just pretty easy assembly. It looks like. But yeah.
Get it and review it for us.
Maybe. We'll see.
Say this needs to be the Cartridge Club standard.
We shall see. I mean, I'm fine without, but it would just be nice to have the Move controllers always charged. I feel like there's one time like when I'll sit down and like it'll be like I should probably have one of these plugged in to at least make sure that I have something.
Yeah, I'll show you the one I was trying to look at to see how much it would be conversion wise. I'm using Chrome, so everything's slowing down on me. So I've got multiple tabs open. This one.
Oh yeah, I saw
the LED.
And that one is like doesn't that one have the like PlayStation like? No, that's not what I'm thinking. I saw somebody review that one. What's his name?
In the Cartridge Club or just in general?
No. Like for that brief time earlier this year where I started following a bunch of other like VR specific channels.
No idea. But the kicker on that one,
Frank, PSVR Frank. That's who it is.
God, that dude. Crying.
I liked him for a while, and then I just kind of got like when he got his gig, he got some new gig like doing marketing for one of these VR like developers, and I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
Like I wish I had that level of charisma consistently like that, and was able to like lay down an entire video without edits.
Yeah, the whole shtick, I got tired of that real fast.
The used car salesman kind of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly where I went.
Yeah,
in my head, trying to think of what that was like. Oh yeah, just it. Yeah, can't do it. Not for me. Hello again, Cody.
Mashi.
You need to unmute yourself again.
Well, at least this was productive. I got a couple things listed on eBay today.
Nice.
So maybe I can make some money before MagFest, so I'm not broke as at MagFest.
What's your January 2nd or
January 3rd through 7th or 6th? Whatever, it's 4 days.
What's your
3rd,
store?
4th, 5th, 6th. Yep, 3rd through 6th.
What's your store?
What?
eBay.
What?
He wants to know what you're listing.
It's Yoshi Knuckles 69, 69, 69.
What?
Weebor.
What? What, dude? Why is he going crazy?
That's Yoshi.
Because I saw a meme. It says, "Give the man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Give him a pen, he'll probably draw." I'll let you figure out what the last word is.
What are you selling? Modded.
What are you buying?
What are you buying? What are you selling?
I'm excited to use this thing.
Why is that?
It's a good controller.
It feels really good. The 8-bit Do SN30.
Is it for a Switch or is it multi-console?
It is usable for Switch, but I was going to use it with my Pi.
Oh, okay.
I've been using PS3 controllers, and like one of them is the 6-axis, so it's super like there's no weight to it at all.
Yep.
Hey, do you guys know in that area over there, somebody like your area there, Ryan? That guy, like we ran into him on the train. He was from there, your hometown there, and like he was Hawaii Games. Have you heard of a store called Hawaii Games?
Nope.
Huh.
One would think that would be in Hawaii.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I messaged that guy because I wanted to see what he finally scored, but he was buying some crazy stuff at PRGE. Like he bought that game, some Black Tower or something, Dark Tower thing. It was a Milton Bradley game. He's buying big
On
stuff.
what system?
It was a board game. Like I remember at the
okay.
end of the show, and I was talking to him, and he was looking at this board game, and he was just. I remember one of those vendors. He said, "I'll be right back. I'll have you guys go ahead and bundle this up for me." And that vendor got this look like, "What the hell?" Like he just bought a bunch of stuff and walked off, and told her to pack it up for him. And he went and started shopping elsewhere. I was like, "Damn, this guy's on a move." Buying stuff up, and then he said he rented a car and was driving back from there, and it was just funny when we hopped on the train. He was sitting across from us, and like he had a little, like he brought a little TV and actually put it on like a box of that he had with him. He was playing Tecmo Super Bowl on the way over, NES on the train with that big old TV.
Hey guys, You want some sushi pizza?
God no, that's disgusting. You want to rave about McDonald's being shit? That sounds like the worst fucking thing ever.
Dude,
Damn.
It's just
Damn.
sushi shaped
You
like
up, dude.
pizza.
That's not pizza then.
It's DiGiorno.
Hey man,
Wait, that's supposed to be
It's
delivery,
good.
Yoshi.
my bad.
Yoshi.
probably tastes good and every time.
Close enough, though. It was a good laugh.
I'm hoping this N64 sells soon so I can make some money.
So why are you so excited, Yoshi, for Mayfest? Is just hanging out with people? Because to me, and I heard you say before about too many games, you're like, oh, it's just a lot of vendor floor. And to me, when I want to go to a video game convention, that's what I'm there for. I'm there to buy games. You know, I'm not there to.
Hey, I don't.
I'm not really there to listen to music. You know.
Okay. MagFest is the music and gaming festival. Okay.
But
You
why is
go
the vendor
for
floor so small?
Multiple reason. I don't care if it's got a small vendor floor. That's not why I go.
Well, I'm
I
just
basically go because it's like a giant nerd weekend. You got people dressed up in cosplay of all your favorite video game characters. You got the small vending room floor, which who cares about? You got arcades. You got a console room. You got a big concert hall with live bands playing. You got chiptune bands playing. You got all sorts of internet celebs there where you can walk up and talk to them and all sorts of other stuff. It's actually a lot of fun.
So minus the music,
You forgot to do this, Yoshi. After it,
this has everything.
it's got everything.
Hey man, MagFest is fun. It's expensive as hell, but it's fun. It's like a winter vacation, and it's perfect because it's like MagFest ends the day before I have to go back to school. So I'll be going back to school with a cold.
It's last
Again.
hurrah.
Hey man, it's my winter vacation.
Fair enough.
Where
But
else
I mean,
am I
like
gonna find
everything that you, with the exception of the music portion, every other gaming convention has that.
No, and some of them have the music too.
And some of them do have some form of music, but it's not like they've because Midwest had that stage, and they had they weren't just pumping music through speakers; they had actual bands playing and stuff. But the focus wasn't on the music, and I get that
they have the Sonic Heroes after party too again this year.
It's basically just a winter vacation for me, man.
No,
I enjoy MagFest. I don't put it this way. If all the video game convention has is a giant vendor hall of video games, I'll get bored really quickly because I'm not much of a collector anymore because I don't have the money to collect and I have thousands of friggin' games, most of which I don't have time to play, and really just why? Why do I want to keep buying games when I have too many that I don't even play the ones I have?
So the game swap approach is probably not your bag unless you're a vendor. Gotcha.
Pretty much. Unless I'm there selling a bunch of modded consoles.
Right. So a Barry would probably not be. The intention of you going to Barry would be to see everybody, not to
pretty much
peruse. Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, I would still peruse and buy some stuff, but I'm very limited on that because I also have to sit here and think, okay, I got to come up with $3,000 for summer classes so I can graduate at the end of next year.
I just have to wonder what people's thoughts are when they go to something like Too Many Games or Retro World Expo or Mo Game Con or Midwest Gaming Classic, and then they go to MagFest.
I went to MagFest first. I personally like MagFest more.
Sure.
Because to me, there's more variety of stuff at MagFest. There was a giant variety of stuff in MagFest, more than because I went to Too Many Games too. Too Many Games was good. However, the Too Many Games arcade hall was just crap. Basically, all you had to do at Too Many Games for most of the friggin' weekend was walk around the giant vendor hall and look at games that are priced higher than eBay. That was Too Many Games.
So it had too many games for you.
Hey, that's not the issue. I enjoyed it, but the biggest mistake I made.
I mean, at least they weren't lying to you, right?
Yeah.
Hey, the biggest mistake I made was I got a hotel room.
It wasn't just the right amount of games.
Yeah.
For
You
me,
went
too
to
many
a thing
games
called
would
Too
be
Many
more
Games,
enjoyable
and your
if I just
complaint
went
was
on.
it had too many games.
Too
Hey.
many games.
Too many
Is it-
games.
how would you
would be
word
more-
that? Is it it's not worded correct, right? It's too many games.
Whatever. It would be more enjoyable for me if I just went like 1 day or 2 days, not the whole weekend, because going the whole weekend just kind of wasn't worth it for me. I don't know.
Base
Other
Guy
than-
says there's lots of panels. What kind of panels are at MagFest?
A hell of a lot more than most other game conventions. You got panels on video game development. You got panels on like a whole bunch of YouTubers do panels. There's all sorts of stuff going on. I can't remember all the panels. I can go look. Let's
No,
go
it's
look and
fine.
see what we
No,
have
it's
this
fine.
year.
Okay. Give us the MagFest elevator pitch.
Elevator pitch.
Base Guy says mostly YouTubers.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. So
Was Winston Zedmore there last year? Was Eric Bischoff there last year?
Was Billy Mitchell there?
Oh,
don't worry, I won't ruin your house if you let me sleep on your living room floor.
He's house trained.
Let's
He
see.
says VO panels. I don't know what VO panels are.
voiceover.
Holy crap.
What's a voiceover
Takashi
panel?
I'm
Takashi
guessing maybe the people who
Tateshi.
do like their voice actors or something like that. Maybe.
Oh,
I'm guessing that's what he means by that.
Okay, so I
Voice
went
actors for games.
into what to see and guessed, and the first guy that pops up is Takashi Tateshi, who
Who?
is the he's basically the guy that's responsible for Wily Stage 2
Oh.
in Mega Man. Let's see, the Runaway guys, which is Chugga Conroy, Nintendo Capri Sun, and Proton John. I don't know what they're doing.
Nintendo Capri Sun? What?
Yes, that's what it says.
Come on,
Overclocked Remix.
I just took two brand names and shoved them together, and that's my YouTube.
I mean, you are talking to Yoshi Knuckles.
God damn it. Holy crap, Xavier Woods. is
Yeah,
gonna
but
be there.
at least Yoshi and Knuckles are characters.
Yeah.
They're not trademarked brand names.
Yes.
Xavier Woods is going to be there this year. So if you're a WWE fan, I'm going to walk up to him and just be like, that'll be cool. Let's see. Retro TV's there as usual. I don't know who Tanya Woldridge is. Let's see.
Let's find out who she is.
Lisa Chen, who apparently designed Dungeons and Dragons Adventures. So like you got board games, you got music, you got all sorts of stuff. Let's see. Robert V. Aldrich. I don't know what that is. George Ludwix. I don't know who most of these people are. Most of them are music people.
Did you say Dungeons and Dragons Adventures, that TV show?
Frank Savolt.
I'm guessing some
No.
RPG game or some kind of.
Oh, Kelsey
Boringness.
Lewin's going to be there.
Who?
Kelsey Lewin.
Oh, okay. I just didn't hear what you said.
Let's see. Looks like Wes Johnson's going to be there. Jan Johns, Adam Neely.
Jan John and John Jans?
I don't know who most of these guests are. Let's see who musical guests are.
And neither do
Iberian
we.
Sons, Graz, Bryface. Don't blank or you'll die. I don't know these people.
Is what's the humans one?
Oh, Grimecraft's there.
What's the name of that band? They were Retroware guys. Or they had their stuff funneled through Retroware. Human something.
Bit
Something
Brigade's going to
human.
be there.
Something human centipede.
See,
No,
Bit Brigade.
No.
Hey guys, if you could ever see Bit
Feed
Brigade
her.
live, I recommend doing it. The whole focus of the band is you got a guy playing an NES game and a band playing the soundtrack to the game in real time as he's doing it. And the guy is basically a speedrunner.
Huh.
He can beat what was it? I think like 2 years ago, I saw him beat Castlevania in like 10 minutes. DuckTales in about the same amount of time. And he also beat Batman while the band was playing behind him. see, Night of the Round. So that's probably some Final Fantasy music. Don't know him. Don't know them. And Animal Canyons. So it's the same stuff. They're generally like different people every year. Visualist, what to do, panels.
Name of that freaking
Yeah, they
band.
don't have full list of this
Why
stuff
am I
yet.
Forgetting what their band name is called.
But yeah, it's basically just like a lot of fun stuff.
All right, I'm gonna log off here, guys.
Yep.
Nice chatting with you tonight. Yoshi, sorry I was messing with you. I lowballed you for $50 on that.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What did you do?
You found your eBay auction.
Great, that didn't even show up.
That watermelon. Oh, really? Shit. It said it was declined, so I didn't. You must have auto on there or something.
Review all offers.
Yeah, the
2
watermelon.
offers have automatically been declined. Let's view offer history, shall we? $50, $100. You know, if you
Lusty.
put one that's high enough, I'm gonna accept it, right? Then you're
Screen
gonna have
that,
to pay
screen
me
that
for this thing.
$50 one, dude. Screen the 50.
Already
Deal it.
declined.
On being human, Lusty.
There we go. Thank you.
Jackass. You're gonna run out of offers, sir. You should go off, make an offer on the refurbished Sega Game Gear.
Oh,
Now
you
that-
seen the? Oh,
now
you seen the
that one.
$100 one too, right? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Now that refurbished Sega Game Gear, if you made a $50 offer on that, I'd probably take it, but make you pay shipping.
Oh man.
So
I
it'd
don't know,
probably
I
come out
would
to be
look
$60.
at that. That ain't a bad deal though. Does that got the HDMI?
What?
Is that
Game Gear?
HDMI on it or?
No, that's just a refurbished Game Gear with new caps in it.
Oh. Nah, I don't need that. I got what I need. Well, anyways, I was just messing with you. I'll catch you guys next week or whenever FitNat sends out the message.
January 8th.
Merry
Likely.
Christmas.
All right. Merry Christmas, homies. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, and happy
Merry
New Year.
Xmas.
Have a good one, Cody.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas tree. Merry Christmas. Mailbox.
Oh, that's not very nice.
That's Jimmy Stewart, right? From Wonderful Life.
It's supposed to be.
I should probably post this Jungle Green N64 too, but I don't feel like it at the moment.
Search eBay for Jungle Green N64.
Hey. I'll throw cats at you.
Hey, we already got 2.
I'll throw more. This one has
No.
razor sharp talons.
This is I.
Talons.
You should
Sure,
see
that
mine.
sounds like a bird.
You mean like
This is my hand after this week of this cat. Like
Oh man, I got the perfect meme for you.
it's bad.
1 second, let me go find it.
The perfect
Do,
meme.
do, 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 do. Yes. It is the perfect meme. Musty will appreciate it because he's going through this right now.
She's got 10 little stiletto knives.
Screen share. And there's the meme.
Yep.
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 And God said, let's make kittens soft and warm like fuzzy hugs and put tiny razor blades on their feet.
Yep. And then have to give them a syringe full of stuff
While they claw at the syringe and try to bite your hand
while
off.
they try to rip my hand into pieces. Yes.
Just don't worry. It doesn't help when they get older either. And they're just giant fuzzy hugs that have even bigger claws.
Yeah, but at least then I can more easily trim them.
Or you can have them
trimming
ripped out
the
of their
kittens.
hands.
Yeah, yes.
Sauce?
Yes.
You're evil. Go home, Sauce. To stop being evil.
That's why you buy dogs. Then you don't have to worry about it.
Hold on, I'll show you. I'll show
The
you.
cats are cuter than dogs.
No, they're not.
I don't think
They're
so.
100 times more huggable.
No.
Definitely not.
Depends on your cat.
One
Depends
slow.
on your dog.
No.
Here, let me
I
show
don't
you.
know.
Let me
Dogs
show
annoy
you.
me.
Let me show you this.
I've never liked dogs. You can probably blame
There you
my
There you go.
grandma
Look at that.
That's right before
because
strike
I
you in the
remember
face
going
with
to
its
visit my
claws.
grandma.
That's right before I lost an ear. So I keep this. So I keep the headphones on, so you guys don't see my missing ear from this encounter.
What are you, Mick Foley? Nobody got my joke.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah,
Of course you did.
Oh, look at that.
Look at the cute little fuzzy hug.
Yeah.
Saying, I'm going to mess you up. That's what I think it says.
No, it's saying, feed me.
Well,
Play with me. Rub my
Feed-
head. Now leave
feed
me
the-
alone. Let me
feed
do what I
the
want.
roundworms in my stomach. Yeah, that's what I'm giving her treatments for. Is that just
That's not surprising.
well? She's only 11 weeks old, and she was a farm cat.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yep. So
I don't know. I had a long time flea problem. You know what happens when you have fleas in a cat, right?
You get fleas?
No. Cat ends up with tapeworms.
yeah,
So then you got to give them tapeworm medicine, which comes in a little pill. And the cat looks at you like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop. No. As you like hold them there with their mouth open and just throw a pill in their mouth and then blow on their nose. As the cat looks at you like, why are you making me swallow this garbage? Why? It tastes so bad. Just swallow it quickly, cat, and then you won't have to deal with it. Now here's some treats. Good girl. All's forgiven, right?
For now.
cats
Yeah,
will
then they
remember this.
Yeah. Apparently she does because she likes to wake me up at about 6 in the morning after I stayed out till 2 a.m. Evil kitty. And then I wonder why I go back to sleep and sleep till like 3 in the afternoon some days. I blame the cat.
No, it just kind of stinks right now because like the cat we have her like. I don't think there would be too bad of a fight if because so far like the Hangout mascot has yet to like draw blood in any of the encounters with the little cat, but like we still keep Zelda in a room to herself during when I'm not here. Like
So she's a room pussy.
okay. Sure.
Play his own words.
So I it's like for 4 hours, like from my morning shift she's in there, and then for my I'll come home for lunch and I'll let her out and I'll let her roam around.
She's
and
probably
then I put her-
happy to run around.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, I mean
Run
she
around.
went from unlimited access to the wilderness to this. And so there's some adjusting happening for sure. But in the past week she's had a roof over her head every single night, and that's not something that she hasn't had until this point. So but yeah, play DuckTales, Yoshi.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Just play the Game Boy version.
I have the second one in the Game
Or
Boy.
the Japanese Game Boy version.
I could play that through RGB on a Super Nintendo Junior.
You could, but you're not. I don't see you doing it. So, yeah, I know. I've got them right here.
Because I made this nice little board. Speaking of which, I should make some more of these because these are good profit. Actually, I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow is probably spend a good 8 hours drafting PCBs and getting those sent out to China.
La, la, la.
Oh, you bought the Japanese versions.
Well, no, these came out of the mystery box.
I'm still waiting for that damn mystery box. I don't think it's ever going to come my way.
What is the mystery box? Some sort of a service you subscribe to, or
Nope. The mystery box started as P1 unloading a lot of his excess stuff, and he basically just filled the box with things and sent it to another clubber. And the rules are you can take out as many things as you want as long as you replace them with an equivalent number of things. And so you do that. You don't tell anybody what you saw in there. You can show them what you took out. But then you pass it on to the next person. And so the intention there is that you can, like, if all you had was copies of Mario Duck Hunt, you don't feel bad about, like, it's just item for item. It doesn't matter what you pull out and what you put in.
So you mean I could take some good games and fill it with a bunch of crappy NES games?
Yeah. I mean, you could. You could. I mean,
I'd probably put, like,
the point is that you don't have this, like, guilt of, like, wow, I grabbed all the high dollar stuff and replaced it with, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen games, like,
oh God.
Nobody, I don't believe anyone has done that, but I also had the box, like, at the beginning of 2017, so I don't know what has happened since. I think Curtis has it now.
All I know is that I'll probably never see it.
Yeah, after your NES comment, it's like everything would be gone and it would just be filled with crappy NES games.
And he'd probably be like, "There's no RPGs in here. Why did I even have this sent to me? Now I have to spend money to ship it away." And that's kind of the one thing, is that you do have that cost of shipping.
Well, what is it? A large flat rate box? It
is a big box now. Like, it's when I got it, it was, I feel like it was bigger than a large flat rate box.
See, the way I would get around that is I'd just go find another Cartridge Clubber that's near me and drop it off on their doorstep.
That's not the point of this thing. Like, it specifically says, like, don't just go, like when they sent it. So at first, P1 sent it to STC, and basically said, now don't just go dropping it off at somebody else in Toronto. The point is for this thing to travel, and I think there's been some tracking on that.
But
I
got another Cartridge Clubber that lives like 6 hours south of me.
6 hours south?
Maybe not 6,
well,
maybe more like 3 or 4.
I mean, that's fine. I think they're just saying, like, don't just, like, have a big party and have everyone come in here and take turns with the mystery box. Like,
to subsidize shipping cost.
Yeah. I think I might consider doing that only because there's only one other Cartridge Club member here other than me. So it's just like, hey, come
Steven?
look.
While it's here.
It's he's in Victoria, so that would still require shipping. But it's a gaming pilgrimage this year.
Yeah, so it's for that, it's more of a while it's here. If you wanted to, yeah,
it's like if there's only one other person in this area, and it's like, okay, then ship it off elsewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, but not like it ends up in Toronto. It's like everybody have a party.
Yeah, right. Like, here's Miles and Pam and Derek and Troy and Joe and James and all the like.
It's like 90% of the Cartridge Club is in Toronto.
Yeah.
See, if I had it, it'd probably end up going to Duke next. No surprise there.
Why do I feel like he already got it?
I feel like he has.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm never gonna see it.
Well, you should say something to Curtis. He's trying to figure out who to send it to. I mean, that's kind of how it's worked. Like the people who really want it have been vocal to somebody, and then word has gotten to the next person.
Well, it's also like, yeah, I need the address, and I could probably dig that up for Curtis if need be.
Not like I've moved.
Yeah. As long as you don't sit on the box for like months, like J-Rock did.
Is that why it disappeared for a long time?
I think so. And then it kind of at Barry last year is when it
Resurfaced.
well,
Oh,
yeah,
I get it.
Because Sean took it back with him, I think, and then kind of reassessed and redistributed it. So basically, it says that that Curtis pestered Julian after. Oh, Scott had it for 7 months. Got it. The guy who has everything hung on to the mystery box for 7 months.
Well, he probably got like, let's see. I know he sent me some consoles to work on, and it took him like half a year to send them to me, so I'm not surprised by that.
Well, he's a busy guy.
That's still not reaching the bar of me taking 2 years to ship friggin' Rambox as part of the trade.
Poor
Hey,
Rambox.
but you still did, and that's the important part, right?
Yeah, the advantage there was he got to decide, like, I don't want as much crap anymore, so I can make the package much smaller. So it was very much cheaper to ship.
But yeah, like me sending that to Travis was like Travis's first, not his first introduction to the club, but like the first time that he was like not polykill in a piece of content. And if you guys haven't watched his mystery box unboxing, you should watch it. In fact, I should find the clip. For a guy who was like a month into the club, it was pretty bold to go the direction he did.
I think I did watch that, but I don't remember. Yeah, just tweet that out, or
I was gonna drop it in the. Wow, I typed in polykill mystery box, and he is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th option.
How?
There's all these million view. Yeah.
The algorithm that worked, people.
Right.
I mean, it's friggin' YouTube, man.
There you go.
That YouTube algorithm.
Don't start it at 174 seconds. Start it from the beginning.
Good job.
Here, we'll try
Good
that.
job.
Eight ticker jabs.
Man,
I'll look it up and watch it later.
I should probably start asking for stuff for gifts that are not related to soldering.
Why?
Because I basically have all of that I'm ever going to need. Actually, no. I still want a pair of tweezers. Hot tweezers.
Big ticket item there.
Sexy tweezers.
Catherine says hi in the chat.
Hello, hello.
Sexy tweezers.
Hello, hello.
We got both the curved and the straight type for you. They make good tuning forks, man.
No. Anyway.
No, they don't. They're horrible for tuning forks. I just made everybody sigh.
Well, it's also getting late.
Yeah.
I think 12:30.
Yeah, we have passed the 3-hour mark. Do we want to call it, or are there any more topics to go over?
Did you guys talk about the Avengers trailer like last time?
Ew.
No.
Meh.
Get shut
It's a
your
comic
mouth.
book movie, man. It's gonna be like
It's gonna
every
be
other
great.
crappy
You
comic
know
book
it.
movie.
I feel like it was really just a lot of build up for a title reveal.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
be
don't
honest,
get me wrong. The first half of the trailer I really liked the stuff with Tony Stark, but
they can't really show much. It's part 2.
I mean that's also a legitimate point.
like I almost don't want to see any more trailers that come after this. To be honest with you, like
Yeah, neither do I.
I just want to bury my head in the sand. Anytime there's gonna be a
Well, I mean, it's like they can't show Captain Marvel, although we know she's coming.
Yeah.
Right. They can't show what is probably happened to half of everything.
Yeah.
And so what do? You get hey, you guys open the door.
I like that though.
That was the best part, was Ant-Man.
Yeah. And
At the end of the Ant-Man movie, you realized, he's going to be the key somehow.
yeah, being more into the comics, I kind of just went, what? When I saw Hawkeye in the Ronin outfit. It's like, they're doing Ronin? Okay. Wasn't expecting that.
That's good. I mean, you don't want to see what's already been in the comics. It's show something a little bit different.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, cool. And it's like, what I'm hoping is people don't really care about Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye, which is fair, even though he's fine in it. But then going with Ronin, that was like kind of him like later on in the comics, right before the other Hawkeye shows up. And the other Hawkeye is this girl named Kate Bishop, and she's part of the Young Avengers, and that character took off. Kate Bishop is fantastic. I want her to show up and they do like one of the miniseries, and just like a road trip with them. And then that's like the thing that Jeremy Renner exits on. That would be cool. And then he just gets to pass the torch to a different version of Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gonna make it to April. Walk on eggshells.
So did anyone see Aquaman?
Aquatic Man? I have yet to see it.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Not yet.
He's down swimming laps at the Y.
Sergio saw it because he's got Prime or something like that, so you got to go see early access preview on Saturday for it.
Yeah.
Did he say anything?
Well, he totally dug it, but that's his guy, so you have to take that with a grain of salt. That's probably also him not expecting ever in his life to see an Aquatic Man movie. So
That was actually good.
And from the early reviews, it's got fairly positive reviews.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to say like it has like a time or so where it loses you in it, but it's still fairly enjoyable movie.
We're gonna call him
riding seahorses.
We're gonna call him Cal H2 Drogo, right?
Well, you know the thing is, he's probably the best person to probably play Aquatic Man because I don't know, it's pretty to me.
I don't know. Have you played the version on the Xbox?
I'm just saying, is like I could never get into Aquaman. It's just a lame character in my opinion, but I guess him playing him kind of like super broy, he's kind of funny, and it kind of intrigues me to see it. So
I'm man.
Yeah, where it's like it's actually Fish Man, in that one trailer for it. And I'm like, you know what? I could see it with the humor because how you can make a serious movie. I mean, with the guy who lives underneath the water, I don't know. I don't know how you make one like that where it's
I don't
appealing.
know, that battle sequence looks like something.
The one above water.
Well, there's the whole stuff with Black Manta, which I don't.
Apparently, people were a little disappointed with Black Manta, mostly because he's just a fight rather than like a fully fleshed out character. But I could be completely wrong on that. I think that's just
I
something
want
I
to
heard.
be under the sea. What? In an octopus's garden in the shade.
I'm glad you learned a Beatles song. It only took you, what, 30 years?
Dude, that's an awesome song.
I know.
I'm surprised that anybody knew it.
You mentioned the Xbox game, and I just had to pull this up. You get it.
What is it, a third-person view kind of game here? I've never looked at it.
It's basically Superman 64, but Aquaman.
And in water, right?
Yep. Anyway,
Is it as
here's
good?
the poster for the movie,
It is coming.
and here's the cover to the game.
Yep.
Somebody didn't do their homework.
Or they
Copy
did.
and paste.
Yeah. Or someone did do their research, and that's fantastic. Something that would result in more than a grain of salt is if I posted to Sergio my opinions after reading probably 60 issues of Aquaman at this point. I read the entire New 52 run and started the Rebirth run. And here's the thing. I enjoyed the first 4 volumes. Jeff Johns is the one that wrote those first 4. I enjoyed it well enough, and I enjoyed bits and pieces of the rest of it going up until Rebirth. I liked the first couple issues of Rebirth. But here's the thing that stood true 60 issues in. I still don't give a flying fork about Aquaman the character.
That's kind of...
It is the least interesting part of his own book. Not his story or his origin or his arc. His personality. He's just nothing.
Well, and that's...
Would you say it's dry?
You little.
Is he wet behind the ears?
Yeah, is it fishy?
Yeah, and it's not bad. It's just he doesn't have enough real personality to pull me in terms of his character. I don't care about the character, but I'm enjoying the stories.
My only gripe about the movie, and I think I've mentioned this before, is the fact that he's got a tan, and his mom and his dad are completely pale white, basically. And I'm like, now I can believe his mom being completely pale white, but his dad, I don't know. We got a little bit of me, myself, and Irene here going on here. No.
Did it have anything to do with the fact that 2 of them lived underwater and the other lived on a beach?
Well, no, but his dad's supposed to be human in this one, basically.
Oh,
right,
right, yeah.
But the thing is, if you look at the trailer, they're both
Morrison, isn't he?
Was that?
He's played by Tamara Morrison, isn't he?
I am not sure. I just know that I saw the trailer and they're both pale white, and I'm like, something ain't right here,
It's a recessive gene.
The guy that played Django.
Well, my mom's part Italian, so yeah. But whatever. That's my only little gripe from the trailer, but I can totally see why they went with this total bro attitude for it, because
they're going for the 90s version.
Well, it seems like they need to have a sense of humor, right? Like DC in general needs to lighten up a little bit.
Yeah, and that's kind of my issue with Aquaman. I don't really have an issue with him, but just in terms of reading him and just kind of getting a feel for his character, the personality and everything, he's just so freaking white bread. He is blonde dude, the superhero. It's just okay, cool. That's everyone else except you're a fish.
part fish.
Part fish.
Fish man.
They keep making him go to a fish and chips restaurant, and it's we get it. He doesn't mind eating fish. Not a vegan thing, just an observation. It's just like, yeah, that joke only works a couple times, and you've used it a couple times now.
But next year, man. I mean, this month is kind of stacked with movies. I still kind of want to see Spider-Verse. I still want to see Aquatic Man. I do want to see Holmes and Watson because I am a big Step Brothers Talladega Nights. Any John C. Reilly, Will Ferrell combo I kind of like. Something else came out. Oh, I actually heard Bumblebee's actually got really good reviews too.
Yeah, I'm actually glad there's not a freaking Star Wars movie this Christmas because there's 4 other movies I want to see in the theater. What the hell?
So it's kind of like, this.
And Bumblebee came out today, right?
Maybe?
Or tonight?
I think it comes out Thursday. Well, Aquaman comes out tomorrow. I think it's what it is. I think Aquaman's tomorrow. And then Bumblebee's Thursday. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm not 100%, but I think that's what it is.
Looks like there's showings for Bumblebee tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh wait, today's already Wednesday where I am. Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah.
What was the other one? The with the giant city machines.
Mortal Engines.
That one's a bust, I thought, right?
Well,
I saw something that said world building is great, but the plot is just kind of meh.
So it's a YA adaptation. Got it.
But they had I mean, I essentially, I guess why you want to stack this month is because you get what they call, I guess, in the Hollywood scene is they call it the Christmas twofer, because you get Christmas is a big movie weekend and New Year's is a big movie weekend, where people go see movies over the holidays during that time. So
you get winter break for the kids and
yeah, but seriously, it's like freaking Creed 2, Spider-Verse.
Creed 2 is great. Creed 2 is great. If you
I
like
really
Creed and you love Rocky 4, you're gonna love Creed 2. It's fantastic. I loved it.
I need to see Creed. I haven't seen Creed yet.
I absolutely loved Creed 2.
I also just really like Dolph Lundgren.
He was great. He was great. Oh god, that was a great movie. That was. I had a great time. It's not going to win any Oscars, but I had such a good time at the movies watching that one. So that was a great popcorn flick. So
Dolph Lundgren is in 2 movies this month. He's also in Aquaman.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's playing a king.
I did not know that.
Dolph Lundgren as a sea king. Okay, I will go see that movie. Thank you. And Willem Dafoe is the royal frickin' advisor. Yes.
But that was a good one. And then what's in January? Because next year's pretty stacked with movies too, right? Movies 2019. Oh, Julian put out that video or that poster or something. We kind of big releases for it, but I thought almost all whole year is kind of stacked. Oh, Glass comes out. I kind of want to see that one.
Forgot that was a thing that existed.
Episode 9. Despite all of your guys' Twitter conversations right now, I just don't care. I want to see that next movie.
No, I do too. I just what's it called?
I had to actively restrain myself from
making your opinion,
commenting or anything, because I just didn't want to be a part of all that would come after it.
I'm with you. It's I'm really glad to celebrate the anniversary of The Last Jedi by going through this exact same shit again. Thank you, Internet.
Well, because there's people who are still very bitter about that movie.
You don't say.
But I figured because everyone's gonna say their opinion, I'm gonna say mine, and that's it. So there's no arguing. It's just this is my list.
Hey, it made me happy that Mars's favorite Star Trek movie is Voyage Home. That makes me happy.
Star Trek sucks. Anyways. Glass, that looks good. I don't know what Serenity is here. February, you got
Serenity.
I don't know what that is. Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway.
She's on my list.
She got your list. Lego Movie 2's in February.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Godzilla comes out in May.
Ooh.
That trailer's good.
Mm-hmm. I'll say I like that last Godzilla movie too.
I did too.
Despite
yeah,
despite Cranston having a small part, but still that I enjoyed it. Kick-Ass was the lead, right? I think Kick-Ass was the lead of that movie.
I don't know. I don't remember anything from that movie.
I didn't like the fact that the bad monsters were this like unnamed thing, right? Like
it's just like it pulls the same thing all the monster movies do. It's just like, so you came to see a monster movie. Here's all the humans for like 90% of the runtime.
Yeah.
And like a monster.
It was like Cloverfield, right? Like
yeah.
It was like Cloverfield, but then here's Godzilla for this final like ending scene.
Yeah, I actually liked Kong Skull Island.
I did too.
Yeah, because like it gives you more Kong than Godzilla gives you Godzilla for one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a fun, stupid movie.
Then the teaser post-credit scene.
Stupid movie, not as an insult, but it's just kind of like that's the mood. It's just like it's a fun, dumb monster movie.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, have at her.
Good popcorn flick.
Yeah,
well, like the old Harryhausen movies, right? Like those were meant to just be like spectacles.
Yeah, and it's like one of the character arcs. I thought they were hinting at something, and then it ended, and it's like, oh, it didn't go there. I'm surprised. That was a really easy place to go, and they just didn't touch it with two of the characters. Anyway,
I'm hoping
Godzilla teaser at the end of it too. So
I'm hoping that by introducing, you've got at least 3 major antagonists for Godzilla. Like they have to have some big sequences throughout.
Well, I don't think he's gonna be fighting 3. I think one of them's gonna be a tag team match.
Well, it's gonna be friends.
Because
you think Mothra's gonna team up?
Yeah, because in that trailer, even too, he says it's about which one is here to protect them. Which monsters are I think they say word monsters is here to protect us, and which ones are here to end us, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say one more quick thing on Skull Island. One of my favorite scenes in that movie, just for like, where did that come from? Why is it here? It's awesome, but I wonder why it's here. Is when they were like fighting like kind of like whatever bat kind of monsters, the smaller scale, but the humans like, and then it's Tom Hiddleston, right? Was in that?
The guy who plays Loki, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, he is like in a gas mask, and it's like, and they're fighting these monsters, and it's like here, and someone throws him a freaking katana, and he's in a gas mask slicing up these bat monsters. Like, where the hell did your karate chops come from, dude? And then it's done, and it never happens again. It's like
he was an explorer. Awesome. That's why he was on the trip.
Yeah, it's like that was awesome out of nowhere, and now it's gone. Okay, movie. Anyway, go on.
Well, you know what movie I forgot, and it's not like I'm probably going to see it in the theaters, but I probably watch it somewhere down the road. Is the Mary Poppins sequel?
Yeah,
I think that comes out this month too, right? I think it's this month.
I think it's through Christmas.
Yeah.
It's not getting much publicity. If it is,
movies coming out.
And the new Fantastic Beasts. My daughter wants to go see that one.
Is that in theaters already? Though?
Curse of Grindelwald.
Yeah, it was.
Is it already?
Oh. Yeah, it was out. It was out around Halloween, I thought.
Yeah, that didn't go over too well.
Oh, well.
See it at the budget then.
Second run.
You know what I'm not interested in seeing is the Alita one, that Robert Rodriguez movie.
I am very mixed on what I think about that, because I kind of need to see reviews for it, because like I've seen anime adaptations into American live action before, and they have never been good. But this looks like someone actually gives a damn, so it might be good. But because it's like you can tell if you watch it and you've read, I think it was like the first 4 volumes of the manga they're working from, and I read those, and I can see a lot of it in there. In interesting ways, the eyes were an interesting choice, just in terms of a movie. Even if
it's like a weird Instagram filter.
Yeah, it's an odd decision. Even if you can make the fairly weak, to be fair, arguments like her eyes are bigger than the other characters, even in the manga. But it's like it still doesn't really translate, though.
Are her eyes bigger than Sonic's eyes are going to be?
Oh,
possibly, or probably around the same size. That leaked whatever one where we could actually see Sonic, it didn't look too bad.
Someone was telling me that Chris Pratt's not in the movie. So
So that one, someone just made something up.
Yeah. I think that's right. I don't think he's in it.
Okay, whatever.
So either that guy looks strangely like Chris Pratt, or
Well, because his legs are different then too from the one Chile where he's laying down. So it's like he's got like fat legs sitting in the car, and he's got skinny legs sitting on the bridge. So
Okay, that was a very convincing fake if it was.
they did a pretty good job.
It's
yeah,
pretty interesting.
Dumbo
People
was
had some fun with the memes on that though.
Yeah.
Like
Danny DeVito or Tim Burton's Dumbo's in March.
oh yeah.
That's got a pretty big. It's got Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito in it.
Oh no.
And Colin Farrell.
Yeah. Pass.
I'll
It's
see that, but
Batman
probably not in
Returns, but
theaters.
Dumbo. That's not good.
Wait, so this year we're getting live action Dumbo, we're getting live action Lion King,
Aladdin.
we're getting Aladdin.
Oh my word.
I don't mean to change the subject, but did anyone watch Mowgli yet on Netflix?
No.
No, I have not. Is it good?
No.
So they said it was going to be a darker Jungle Book. It is dark, and I didn't care for the darkness. So
Apparently the original story is pretty dark, and it goes even darker at the end than this movie goes. But it
Did
just doesn't work, apparently.
it's a really kind of like if it doesn't fit, like it's not a bad movie. I'll say that it's not a bad movie. It was on Netflix.
But
I guess it was
a good movie.
I guess it was worth a watch for that reason alone. It wasn't bad. I think I vastly prefer the Disney-fied version. I don't like the dark twists in it, where I think it feels out of place, and I think it kind of affects the story, in my opinion. Where I'm like, ugh, this doesn't fit right, basically for me. No, I don't mind stuff getting dark, but it just doesn't fit right for me. Basically, I thought it was a bad choice.
Way to go.
And if that's what the book is, the editor should have said, this kind of sucks, so anyways, yeah, so there's like 2 Captain Marvel movies in March also.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. That's going to be a weird news cycle.
Pet Cemeteries in April, the remake.
Can you clarify what you mean by 2 Captain Marvel movies?
Shazam is also named Captain Marvel.
Shazam comes out too?
Shazam's coming out? I didn't even know.
Maybe.
It was still all rumors.
I don't know.
So Marvel's Captain Marvel is like the first week of March, while the last week of March is Shazam. So
The shortest possible explanation of why they are both Captain Marvel is Shazam, that version of Captain Marvel used to be like a different comic publisher. I can't remember the name of it, but then they kind of went under.
it was Captain Marvel.
Yeah, it was Captain Marvel, and Shazam was just what he said to transform, and that was the name of the wizard that he got his powers from. Anyway,
I think the story is that it wasn't DC that owned them at first.
no,
That company went bankrupt, and
then
DC acquired it,
yeah,
but never did anything with it, so they didn't have the copyright for it. And then Marvel did their own. All right, go ahead. Claire.
It was and here's the kicker: the reason it went under is because DC sued them for being too close to Superman.
That's right. That's what it is.
And then, while that was in limbo, Marvel decided, hey, they've got a character named Captain Marvel. Our name's Marvel. Let's snap up that copyright. And then DC's like, oh, so we bought Captain. Oh, damn it!
Whoops.
So they had to call him Shazam. They could call him Captain Marvel in the book, but they can't call the title Captain Marvel.
Correct.
They probably will not do that in the movie. But the funny part is, like, he's the only superhero when you call him Shazam. He's the only superhero who can't tell you what his name is because he'll transform.
Well, you can say Captain Marvel.
Yeah, if they call him Shazam in the movie, it's going to be like, so what's your name? Shazam. Oh, shit, I'm a kid again.
I am interested in the new Pet Cemetery. Yeah, I always kind of liked it as a kid, though, so I am interested in it.
Reaction to that, but it can probably double as such.
Hellboy's also in April.
Mm-hmm. That trailer's Thursday.
It is?
I'm checking that one out. Yeah.
Trailer Thursday on IGN.
Interesting.
And then, of course, in April.
They're the ones who showed the new poster yesterday.
Was I on the internet yesterday? How did I miss this?
You also got Avengers in April at the end of April. And then in May, you get Detective Pikachu, which I am interested in. Okay, man. John Wick 3. People really like the John Wick series. I'm not a fan. Some people really like it, though.
I haven't
like
seen
them.
them.
They're good action movies.
Aladdin's also on that time in May. Same with Godzilla. I'm going to pass on Dark Phoenix in June, though.
Everyone is.
The Secret Life of Pets. I'd never watched the first one, but apparently it's getting a sequel.
It's a good time.
I will probably watch it because I really do enjoy that kind of animation movies.
You know what we completely missed mentioning for movies for this month? Once Upon a Deadpool.
Oh, yeah. But that's a limited run, too. It's not like in many theaters.
Yeah, they're doing like...
It's like a 2-week run, I think, too. They're going to do with it.
They're doing $1 of each ticket is going to charity. And I think there's going to be scenes in it that were filmed for the previous movies, but not used in them.
So, from my understanding with that is there's 40 minutes of extra footage in it, but they cut it out. It's the same exact runtime as Deadpool 2, but they cut out a lot of stuff out of it and added 40 minutes of new content to the movie. So, yeah, it's still same length and it's PG-13. So,
yeah, I wonder if this is going to be in it, but I was listening to an interview with some directors and / writers on a podcast, no affiliation with it necessarily, but they were hearing stuff about Deadpool and the Soska sisters, the Twisted Twins. Anyway, they were interviewed on the Talking Comics podcast. Anyway, they mentioned that they were talking to somebody that was involved with it, and they heard that there was a full musical number done for Deadpool, and they cut it.
I'll watch it, but since it's a stacked month and it's a limited run, it's definitely be somewhere down the road, probably.
Yeah.
So, also in June, there's the new Men in Black movie with Chris Hemsworth, and Tessa Thompson.
God, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah,
I want to see a trailer first for it. So,
like, that sounds great and horrible at the same time.
I mean, Men in Black 3 was terrible. So, right?
It's basically Thor and Valkyrie, but as the Men in Black. What the?
But I'm gonna call it a night. You guys have a good one.
Have a good one.
Okay, so,
So 1 o'clock, I gotta get some sleep.
Sure.
yeah. Happy holidays and Happy New Year.
Happy holidays.
We will catch you guys later.
All right.
All right.
Get Toy Story 4 also in June. Then you got Spider-Man in July. And The Lion King's also in July. Damn, Disney, you're stacking up.
Yeah, they've got a few things. Like 90% of the movies that are coming out.
Tarantino's movie is going to be out there too in July. The one about the Manson family.
Oh. That can go various directions.
New Mutants is also that's in August.
They're still planning New Mutants.
Yep.
Okay.
Got delayed by a year so they can add more characters.
That's going to be interesting.
Chapter 2. Didn't care for the first It.
It was fine. No pun intended.
I did not. Fine. Allegedly Zombieland 2 in October.
I'm really conflicted on New Mutants because I want that to be good, but I do not expect it to be good.
I like that original trailer, but apparently they wanted to add more people to it, so
I didn't like it because it was a bad trailer. Like, you could see nuggets in there if you dug in there, but it was such a standard horror trailer, and it's like, yeah, some scary shit happens to New Mutants in the comics, but that's not the real thing you want to be selling. Also, the fact that they had the woman screaming sound effect over the person with the fire hitting in from inside the dishwasher, what the fuck? The washing machine or dryer, whatever the hell it was. Anyway, and it's like, none of the characters in this movie are female that have fire powers. Unless they're doing something with what's the freaking name? Ilyana, Rasputin. Magic. Anyway,
I missed Wonder Woman's date somewhere around here, but I thought it was supposed to be like July, I think, too. Wonder Woman 2.
yeah, that sounds right.
Or that's Wonder Woman 84, if you will.
Yeah.
The Joker movie by Todd Phillips, that's in October.
Speaking of conflicted.
I don't know. The more I see it, the more I want to see that movie. So.
Same here, but it's like I'm still not really expecting much.
Yep.
Could go either way.
I guess there's an animated Addams Family movie, but yeah.
I'm surprised it took them this long.
I can't believe there's another Terminator movie, and Schwarzenegger is allegedly in it, and Linda Hamilton. So
really,
yeah, Tim Miller, the director of the first Deadpool, is doing it. So comes out in November.
Yeah, okay.
That's just like that franchise is just like the Predator franchise,
it worked once and they kept doing it.
Uh-huh.
Well, Terminator worked twice.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna get twice as many unnecessary sequels.
Just scrolling through the rest of this here.
Speaking of Predator for 1 second, I saw a Blu-ray listing for that. I saw it for a second. I'm like, oh, it's weird they're re-releasing the original one again. Nope, that's the new one. It looked like a retro-styled case, and it's like, I guess that's probably intentional. But it looks like a crappy re-release.
I've never seen a Kingsman movie, but the Kingsman 3 comes out apparently not in November as well. And I know of them. I just have yet to watch them. And I heard the first one was really good. I heard the second one mixed thing about the second one, but people really like the first one.
I haven't seen the second one, but I did like the first one. I friggin' hate Mark Miller, but I like movies that are based on his stuff for the most part.
You got Sonic in November. Frozen 2, which I will not be watching. Jumanji 2 in December. That seems kind of quick.
Jumanji 2, the third one.
Yeah, Jumanji 2, the third one. Masters of the Universe has got a movie coming out next year too. I don't know if it's animated or also says starring not available, so I'm gonna not. That must be a placeholder, I guess, if you will.
Probably.
And then, of course, I think nobody.
Mortal Kombat movie from last week.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to be going against Star Wars next December. So I think that's one of those ones where this is the year you probably could take it full advantage that there's no Star Wars movie this year in October. They really should really push Solo probably for this month too. This.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They should have given it a little more time in the.
No need to rush, but
yeah,
still a pretty stacked year next year. So for movies. All right. That's all I got.
I'm spent.
That's all I got.
Yeah. We're good.
That was good.
Yeah. We got another half hour or so out of it.
Boom.
Movie talk.
Yep. Always at the end, and we're the only ones left standing after
Men on film.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to call it.
Cool. Well, if we decide to have an impromptu next week, I'll see what I can do. Although I may, like I said, I may try streaming some night as well.
Yeah, just shoot me a message about any impromptu ideas.
Cool.
For any time in the next 2 weeks.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Yep.
Bye.
Okay. Happy holidays, everybody. Have a happy new year, and see you later. Whenever we do one. Okay. See ya.